Well, a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. How are you guys? So good to have your company. It really is. My name's Charlie, in case we haven't met. And do you know what? We've got a really important show for a number of reasons, actually. Now, firstly, because, I don't know about you, it is getting cold outside. I mean, it is freezing. I had a walk around Manchester, the city centre earlier. I had to go back to the hotel. It was so cold. We're at -2, I think it was earlier. And do you know what? And I've heard, I don't want to be Mr. Doom and Gloom, I don't. But I hear the next few weeks, it could even get worse than that, colder and colder. Do you know what? We've got items that's going to keep you snugly warm. We've got items going to help you get that good night's sleep. Because if you wake up in the middle of the night and you've got, like, when your neck feels a little bit funny or you just don't feel like you had a restful night's sleep, well, we've got pillows, and I think, truly, that these are the best pillows that money can buy of this variety. I love these, I really do. This is something that every single person should have. Now, we got some stories for you later. We got some videos to show you why these are so good. But these have been so popular in recent times. Now, firstly, if you know these already, this is the Mirelle. This is the twin pack suspension pillows. That's the key word, suspension. I'll explain that in a second. You've got 100% cotton cover on both sides. But the thing is, it's a big saving. You're saving £5 if you get this today. It's a special show price. So at the end of the show, that price will shoot straight back up to £39.99. That, my friends, is why we've got the clock. Oh, I was going to reach to it then. I thought I was longer than I was. It's over there. It's over there. But look, we've got about 3 hours left on the show, but you know what? We're going to have lots and lots of fun. We've got lots of stories. We're going to get lots of your emails in. We've got so much variety, not just bedding. But why do people love this? Well, if I switch this around, this is all about the suspension pillow. Now, this is to show you what's inside. So yours isn't like this. These internal ties, as the name suggests, are actually in the centre of your pillow. The good thing is, this makes it spring back. So in other words, this is your self-plumping pillow. I know, right? This is why we sell so many of these. They love it. This gives you so much support for your head, and it contours to the nape of your neck. So whether you're a side sleeper, whether you like to sleep on your front, whether you like to sleep on your back, this is going to cradle your head. But are you always waking up in the middle of the night and you're like plumping up your pillow? You're moving it. You're trying to push it. You're trying to find that spot. Or maybe you fold your pillow, because, do you know what, maybe your pillow actually looks a little something like this. Now, look, I'm not going to lie to you. This is a really rubbish pillow. This is a truly rubbish pillow. I've got one not much better than this, actually. But look at that. It's just drooping all over the side. Does yours look like this? You deserve much more than that. Do you know what? That's not going to give you the support. That's not going to give you the support where the suspension pillows do. It's the patented internal ties that spring the pillow back so you never have to plump it. It's always going to go back to its original shape. That, my friends, is going to help you get a good night's sleep. It's bound to. Right, whilst it's on offer, if you're tempted by it, it's a twin pack, so you're going to get 2 for £34.99, or 3 payments of £13.31. There's 2 little options. Would you like 2 medium soft or 2 medium firm? Right, now, we've got something else on the show, because, right, we got heated blankets to keep you warm. We've got pillows to help you get that really comfortable good night's sleep. We've also got cleaning equipment for you here. Now, do you know what? This time of the year, after Christmas, after New Year, have you taken your decorations down? Do you know what? I haven't, because I can't be bothered yet. But I will do. When I muster the energy, I will do. I'm going to lob them back in the attic. But you know what? When they take them down, we want to give the house a good spruce, a good clean. The Livington Window Buddy is going to make your windows spotless, streak-free, and it's the easiest window cleaning system I've probably actually ever seen. Certainly one of them. Now, ordinarily, you need buckets of water, you need sponges, you're going to get soaking wet, especially outside. This is an integrated 3-in-1 window cleaning system. So this holds your window cleaning liquid, whether it's your favourite window cleaning solution. I just use tap water and put some washing up liquid in there, to be honest with you. So it's got an integrated spray bottle. You've got a cloth head on the top, which is machine washable, and you've also got a window squeegee. What's better quite ordinary with a window squeegee. It runs all down your arm, it goes down the window, goes on your windowsill. This collects into that water tank and you just pour it down the sink or in your bucket. It is brilliant. So yeah, it's a hook and loop cleaning cloth. That's a little cleaning pad. And you just take that off and you just throw it straight in the washing machine. You can wash that time and time again. So you haven't got to find that squeegee, you haven't got to find that cloth, that sponge, you haven't got to fill up buckets of water, you haven't got to worry about knocking buckets of water over on the patio and it freezes, because things are freezing at the moment. The amount of frozen pavement I walked on today in Manchester, honestly, I couldn't believe it. It is cold. It is cold. Right, now, normally, the price here, there's the pillows on the side of your screen, £34.99. It's it's on the bottom, okay. It's £29.99. I knew it was there somewhere. So that's Livington Window Buddy. That's your 3-in-1 window cleaning system. I've got a live demonstration with that Window Buddy. We've done it a few times and it's been a big, big seller. People love it. Right, okay, well, we love variety here on Shop on TV. What else is coming up throughout the week? We've got plenty. Right then, keep fit with Max Health. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Honestly, this is my year where I get fitter. I've been saying that for the last 40, but I think this one is going to be the time. Katie's coming in to help us with that. Max Health is great. Tuesday, Blue Magic Cleaning Solution, one of the most famous stain removers in shopping telly history, in my eyes, and that's certainly my opinion. I love it. We've got Jane Plan. Been around for years. We love Jane Plan. This is the healthy eating plans, and they're more workouts with Max Health treadmill. I've seen that treadmill actually a few months ago. It's fantastic. It's a walking one. So if you're worried about getting your daily steps in, maybe you miss walking during this time of the year. Maybe it's too cold for you. Maybe you don't like walking around in the dark. I completely understand that. We got that. You've got Vintage Cash Cow on Friday and Post Gold for Cash on the early hours of Saturday. So a week today, you were looking at Post Gold for Cash. I know, so hang on a minute, it's Sunday morning, isn't it? So less than a week for Post Gold for Cash. We've got an action-packed few days. We're live every single night, by the way, on ITV1, on STV. You're watching us probably now on a dedicated Freeview channel, or on YouTube, or on TikTok. Hello, TikTok. Cheeky, I haven't forgotten about you. Join the guys on TikTok. They're probably putting little masks on me or something. Yeah, I've seen the videos. We've seen that. Do you know what? Right, let's go back to the Mirelle Pillows. You know, there are lots of pillows out there. Maybe you think you've never found the right pillow for you. So if you go into supermarkets, if you go into department stores, it's a minefield. There's so many different varieties, there's so many different fillings, there's so many different, there's lots of variation in terms of price as well, isn't there? Maybe you've never found the right pillow for you. I've got an extreme example here. Maybe you've got pillows like this. That's just a little bit lumpy. And do you ever wake up in the middle of the night and you're plumping the pillow? The other half's getting a bit annoyed with you because you just can't seem to get comfortable. And sometimes I fold the pillow around. I try and find the right height because I get a bit restless in the middle of the night, by the way. So quite often, I don't know if this is weird, but I sleep on my front. It's a little routine. I've got to sleep on my front. I'm out, and then I sort of on my side, then on my back a bit. I'm terrible. I like to mix it up a little bit, you know. But when it comes to comfort, this pillow or something like this is not going to give you the support that you need, okay? Whether it's your head, because our head, the human head, it weighs a lot, actually. It weighs quite a few pounds. You need that support. And, of course, you need something to contour that works with the nape of your neck. This is what we're talking about here. Now, our Hayley, good friend of mine, obviously we know her, and Shaylee. Well, Shaylee from Shop on TV. An ordinary pillow, look at that one first of all. Does that resonate with you? Do you just not feel supportive? Now, I remember Hayley saying she felt it almost a bit harder to breathe this. It just didn't feel natural. Her airway just didn't feel quite as open as perhaps it should have been. And honestly, I've been there. But now look to the other picture, the Mirelle Luxury Suspension Pillow. That's the big word, suspension pillow. It's just the most perfect size. Now, the most important thing here, you've got a mixed fibre filling, you've got 100% cotton on the outside, that's very important, again, 100% cotton, but what's inside is the most important. It's not just the filling, it's actually this. Now, this is just to demonstrate, this is just to illustrate what's inside. The pillows you get, this is the Mirelle Pillow, looks like that, but it's what's inside is important, and this is what's inside. These are the internal ties. Now, the idea of these, this is patented technology. I've got a story about this, by the way, but what we love about these, they're actually ever so slightly shorter than the width of the pillow. So when you move around in the night, when you lift your head, this pillow automatically springs back. It's your self-plumping pillow. So this is bound to mean, and I'd say very likely to mean, less sleepless nights, less upsetting the other half because you're punching the pillow. You just can't seem to get comfortable. And comfort is so very important for a good night's sleep. And that's what's included inside here. You don't see them, you don't feel them, but you know they're there. And when you actually move in the middle of the night, when you lift up your pillow, you can feel the difference. You can actually see it spring back. In fact, you know what? I've got a demonstration to show you this. We have got, well, firstly, the old pillow. Let me illustrate this first of all. Right, now, this is not an everyday scenario you're going to find yourself in, because you're not going to use bowling balls on your bed. But this is representing the human head, OK? Now, if this is your old pillow, you're not getting that support at all. Maybe you're finding that other pillow. Maybe you're jealous of the other half's pillow. Maybe I know you've got one of the scatter cushions and trying to make do with that, but you wake up, your neck feels a bit off. This is what it's all about. You need to have something that's going to cradle and support your head, and something that's going to work naturally with the nape of your neck, because these can get lumpy. They make us sleep at unnatural angles, and that could be problematic. That could ruin a night's sleep, and we all know why sleep's important for lots of benefits. You know, if you Google that, I did actually the other day when we're doing Mulberry Silk. Wow, I mean, anything from restoring for mental benefits, for physical benefits. Obviously, I'm not making any claims. Always do your own research online. But wow, it is eye-opening, as I'm sure we all know. We always feel good and better after a good night's sleep, don't we? But that's not going to do the job. That's useless. But now let's do the same thing, the same bowling ball, on one of our suspension pillows, the Mirelle suspension pillow. Now, you have got two different options. This is medium firm. You can have medium soft. If you normally sleep with two pillows, we recommend going for medium firm. Just a bit of heads up for you there. But I was worried I had my thumb stuck in the bowling ball then. Better here than on a bowling alley. Although, actually, no, on live TV, I'd rather it in a bowling alley. Can you imagine that? Oh, I'm terrible at bowling. Right, remember how the other one looked? Now look at this one. Look at the support your head's going to get. Look at the support you're going to get. Now, do you know what? That could be you sleeping on your back. What if you move in the night? Just note that it's springing back into action. And that is because, friends, you've got those internal ties springing it back into place. So it's always going to retain the same shape. And if you go over to the other side, look, it still springs back. So wherever you sleep, wherever you naturally move in the middle of the night, your head is going to be supported. It's so soft. It just cradles your head. It is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Now, if you're thinking of gifts for people, if you've bound this for the other half, do they complain that, oh, I've had another sleepless night, I just can't seem to get comfortable? This is worth every single penny. Now, I say that normally, but especially now because you're saving money. It's a very, very special show price, but only to the end of the show. The price goes up after that. So if you're flicked on, you attempt to buy it, and add it to your basket and get these baskets checked out. 3 payments of £13.31. Yes, because it's over £30, you can spread that cost interest-free using PayPal. So it's 385,857. But this is unlike any pillow I've ever seen. You may know GX Pillow. This is the same company. This is like their sister brand. But do you know what? There is a story behind how this all came about. Now, it's not the easiest story to tell, but it does end okay. Okay, so just bear with me here. Now, the inventor, the engineer, is a gentleman called Alex, who was, and I think he still is actually, definitely was, a cabinet maker. So he's got one of those inquisitive minds. He looks at something and he's curious. He wants to know how things work, wants to take things apart. Just got one of those natural, incredible, wonderful minds. But he did once receive a phone call one day, and bear with me here, and it's a phone call that no parent ever wants to hear. His daughter was caught up in a car accident. In fact, she actually got hit by a car, and it was bad. It was awful. She had to get an air ambulance, had to fly her to hospital, and she was even in a coma for quite some time. Now, yes, she woke up and eventually she made it back home, OK? So, I mean, that must be awful for a father to go through, for anyone to go through. Now, this poor lady, she was rested up in bed, bedridden for about 12 months. And as we know, rest is an important part of recovery. Sleep is an important part of recovery, especially when you've been through something like that. Now, she just couldn't get comfortable. Kept waking up in the middle of the night. She was worried about not getting the sleep. I mean, when you're bedridden for 12 months, that must be a torturous experience, and I don't wish that on anyone. But her father struggled to find pillows that gave her the support that she truly needed. And he even went round various different supermarkets, various department stores. Expensive pillows, they didn't work. Went slightly less, see if they worked for her daughter. A variety of pillows, a variety of different fillings too. But she just could not get comfortable. And he even actually pulled the pillows apart to try and work out what's going on here. Why can't I find decent pillows? You would have thought, wouldn't you? You could find decent pillows. So instead, he designed his own. He designed his own, and he came up with this system. This is Alex, who came up with this system for his daughter. I almost get emotional telling the story. And who knew that this was the start of him entering the pillow business? I believe hundreds of thousands of these have been sold, actually, from various different portals in recent years. But when he designed this, it gave his daughter the support that she needed for that much, much needed and crucial rest. Rest, repair and recuperation. That's what we need. Now, of course, at home, everybody is different, of course. I'm not claiming anything at all, but we do know we get lots of good feedback from this. People love them. People love them. I can hand on heart say that I have not felt a pillow like this. But just to wrap up the story, his daughter is fine now. I believe she had a child, actually. Alex, the offender, is a grandfather now. So all ended OK, but my word, what an awful experience. But do you know what? As if that never happened, we would never have had these. And obviously, we'd never want that to happen anyway. But do you know what? This is something that I know he's very, very proud of, and I know it's something that really, really helped his daughter. So although we'd never want that on anyone at all, at least, thankfully, she was OK in the end. But if you are tempted by this, if you are looking for a pillow that's going to give you that support, well, this truly is the one. We've got two different options for you. Would you like medium soft or would you like medium firm? Whichever one is for you. If you want the medium firm, if you normally sleep with two pillows, we recommend the medium firm. It gives you that extra little bit of height there, OK? So 385-857 is your item number. Do go to the website shopontv.co.uk. If you have got any questions, email them in. We'd love to hear from you. We really, really would. But if you go to the website, it is the quickest way to order. Now, we're going to be joining our friends on ITV1 and STV in just over 1 hour's time. We know this is going to be very, very busy indeed. It's normally the case, which is why we frequently have it on with Mirelle Twin Pack suspension pillows. But that price is for this show. It goes up after the show, shortly after 3 a.m. So get it while you can and start checking out. But I'm a big fan of these. I know our Shaylee, who's done the show numerous times, I know they're a big, big fan of Mirelle. Let's see what they had to say when they did the show. Check it out.
So the medium soft is, the only difference is it's got 20% less filling than the medium firm. Or the medium firm's got 20% more filling than the medium soft. So if you like a softer pillow and like to snuggle into a pillow, go for the medium soft. You know if you like a softer pillow. But if you're like me and you like a firmer pillow, you'd normally have two pillows. You like a pillow that really sits you up so you can read in bed and things, go for the medium firm. That's the only difference, and don't make it more complicated than it is.
Well, lots of people go for a pair of both. Reason being, when you sat up in bed, you've got the firm one, so you can maybe read if you're on your social media, on your tablet in bed, and you want that support. Maybe you want that support when you sat on the sofa, and then the medium soft for you to snuggle into. By the way, they all look brilliant on the bed because they're so full and they fit beautifully into all your standard pillowcases.
So many pillowcases you can put onto a pillow, can't you? And they've all got floppy sides because the pillow doesn't fill the pillowcase. This will fill the pillowcase, and just hearing our director's had his for about a year and still exactly as you see it. I don't know how long we've had ours. Oh gosh, years. Yeah. And you know, out of all the products we sell on Shopping TV, I would say out of the people we personally know, one of the most bought and used things from presenters and crew is the GX pillow, the Mirelle Pillow.
Yeah, and what I'm showing you here is the difference between a standard value pillow. Look at that.
I mean, it looks
sad
very
and
sad. That's a
droopy.
very sad face.
Sad
isn't it? Very
face, yeah.
sad pillow.
Yeah.
That's that pillow that's not going to make you wake up feeling fresh and happy.
don't
You're
think
going to
so.
wake up feeling sad and cloudy. It's going to be a rainy day, isn't it, that day? Whereas this is a sunny day pillow.
Yeah, and that's the difference with the Mirelle, because you've got that, it's sumptuously filled, but you've got that support system where it doesn't go droopy at the ends, it doesn't flop down, you don't need to fold it over. In fact, we could show everybody at home the difference.
And then you can see the difference between the medium soft and the medium firm.
Yes,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, first of all, Hayley, I'm going to get you to lay down on the end of the bed on this pillow that I was showing you, this regular pillow. Again, it's just like a supermarket pillow.
Oh, that is. There's nothing there at all. That's
you're more or less flat to
I
the
am,
bed.
which always makes me feel a bit sick. I hate being completely flat, but I could not sleep like that. I would be bending that over. I'd be putting my arm underneath. I'd be trying to get another pillow because that is not going to give me a good night's. That's horrible.
Now, I want to show you a real difference to the medium soft pillow from the range. So this is the Mirelle medium soft. Straight away, as Hayley lays back, watch the difference that you see here. Because not only is her head beautifully supported, also fits into the nape of her neck. So you've got that gorgeous comfort that you can see there. Remember, the price on the screen is for 2 pillows, not for 1. And you'll get 2 of the same, either medium soft or medium firm. The only difference being the medium firm has 20% more filling. Hayley's getting nice and comfy there. It doesn't matter whether you're a front sleeper, a side sleeper, a back sleeper. It's completely up to you because it cradles, it works with your body. And when you lift up from the pillow, Hayley, lift up.
Okay.
You'll see the pillow comes straight back to its original size.
Honestly, the difference is incredible.
And speaking of difference, we're just going to swap the medium soft pillow for a medium firm.
So this is my pillow. This is the pillow I sleep on. I prefer a firmer pillow. And that's so you can see it's just a little bit sort of higher, isn't it?
So 20% more filling, that's the only difference. The technology's exactly the same, the cover's the same, it's got that crisscross design in the middle of the pillow, but that's what it's all about.
I've never had one pillow that just instantly has given me comfort. I've always, all my life, until I had the GX Mirelle pillow, always had 2 pillows. Whereas this one pillow is just absolutely perfect.
And you can see, it doesn't matter how Hayley lays on the bed, whether it's on her back, on her side, on her front, you can see, look at the end of the pillow, it doesn't go flat. And as soon as you lift up from the pillow once again, it reforms, it goes back to its original shape. So you'll never, how much time do you spend plumping your pillow?
Forever,
Get out of bed,
you?
you've got to make the pillows look nice and plump. The great thing here, they just bounce back, and we can show you that. Again, this bowling ball, on it, you haven't felt the weight of this, feel the weight of this. It's one of the heaviest bowling balls.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
That'd break your fingers if it had holes in it.
It's proper heavy. It's proper heavy.
It's got fingers in it. Don't try and bowl it.
No.
That's so
but if
heavy.
I pop it there, can you see again when we talked about the contouring, about the pillow not going flat? Normally we say this is the weight of the average human head. I'd say this is a bit heavier.
It's probably my head because I've got quite a big head.
You have
no
got
hats
quite a big
fit
head.
my head. I've got a really big head, so it's probably the same as my head.
But what you see with this, and it's good that it's heavier actually, because when I take this off,
look at that
bounce.
And that really proves the point. If you put that on the bad pillow.
Oh, should we? Should we do that?
Can you imagine?
Are you ready? Oh, and if I put that
by the edge,
there's
going to be no support for your neck, your head.
No, and you literally can feel the bed on a pillow like this.
Oh, you can.
You may as well not have a pillow.
Made me feel quite sick because I felt like I was completely flat. That didn't puff itself back up, did it?
No.
Not that it was ever puffed up, I don't think. Look at that.
And again, it doesn't matter where I put the ball.
Or whether you sleep on your front or your side or your back. Great as well for travelling, perhaps for the kids in the car when you're going on holiday and you want them to get snoozing in the back of the car, giving them that comfort, because again, it doesn't flatten down. How often do you put a pillow in the car to lean against the window, but then it's like you were leaning against the window anyhow, whereas that will be like you'll be on a pillow. Not when you're driving, our director.
No.
No, when you're in the back
Definitely
as a passenger, the children in the back. And honestly, this pillow can make that difference to obviously that journey, but to every single night that you go to bed. Because when you're sleeping on the right thing, it can help you get that better night's sleep. And a good night's sleep is just so, so important.
And do you know what? You can actually see what's inside that pillow. These are the internal ties that do exactly what Shirley was just explaining there. It springs back. It's your self-plumping pillow. How about that? But you can see the actual ties there. Well, it's hard to actually see, but they are actually, they're slightly shorter than the width of the pillow, because you want that to be, because as soon as you rest up, the resistance of your head has gone, so it springs back into place. And that's why you've always got a plump pillow. You don't see those. That's for demonstration purposes. Yours come like this. They're all internal. So on the outside, it looks like a regular pillow, but my word, this is a suspension pillow. It is beautiful. I haven't felt anything quite like this one. So 3 payments of £13.31. Try it. Just right, could be one of the best pillows you've ever bought. So it's 385-857. Now, let's explain how you buy it, because do you know what? There's lots of things on the website, but OK, if you click live on air, this is shopontv.co.uk, click live on air, scroll all the way down, you'll see the pillows, you'll see the carbon rechargeable hot water bottle, by the way. Yeah, a rechargeable hot water bottle. It's amazing. We're going to talk to you about that in a second. But do you know what? Normally for a twin pack, you're looking at £39.99. So there's your drop-down menu. Choose medium firm or medium soft. If you want to go for medium firm, it's an extra 20% more filling. So if you want a little bit more height, then go for it. Now, at normal cost, £39.99. But now, it's £34.99. $34.99. That is brilliant. It's brilliant. So whichever one you want, go for it. So 385-857. But you know, yeah, you might buy as a gift for someone. Maybe you want your guests to love coming round. Or who wouldn't? But maybe want to love coming round and look forward to staying in that comfortable bed. Or do you know Charlie and the other half, John, they've got the most lovely pillows there. It's nice, isn't it? You want people to really love staying over and sleeping in your house. Do you know what? For £13.31 a day, it is brilliant. It could be the best pillow and the only pillow you'll need to buy. And it is comfortable. Yes, you put a pillowcase on it. It's a normal pillowcase, you can do. But this is so soft. It's 100% cotton all the way around the outside. You might, if you got one of those Mulberry Silk pillowcases, which you had on recently, right, if they're in stock, if they are, grab them, because they will look stunning here. But do you know when you walk into a hotel, the pillows always look so plump. They just look inviting. You just want to climb into bed, don't you? This feels like that. It looks like that. It actually, I know it's the least important, because the most important thing is your comfort. But actually, even if I squash this, just look at this, with a bowling ball, even that's supported. And then if I take it off, look, it springs back into place, so it's always going to look plumped. It looks like a 5-star hotel bedroom with pillows like this. This is the kind of thing, genuinely, folks, that you would expect. Right, for PayPal Pay in 3 for £13.31, it's excellent. Right, now, we have so much good feedback. People love this, OK? In fact, people adore it, and that includes Carol. So, Carol says, this is far more than a luxury pillow. It is absolutely, hands down, the best pillow on the market, in my opinion. In one night, it got rid of, horrid neck pain. I had and helped change how I felt the next morning. I adore it, thank you. There should be an infinite stars option, how about that? I woke up in such a good mood and it stayed cool, best pillow ever. That is brilliant. So there we go, got rid of horrid neck pain. Yeah, really changed how I felt the next morning. And do you know what, Carol, thank you so much if you happen to be watching. That is really, really good. It says it all, it really, really does. And it could be whether you're at work, whether it's your day with the kids, or even just a day off. You know, you want to have a good night's sleep. No one ever wants to have a bad night's sleep, regardless of what it is you're doing the next day. It can make all the difference. It really, really could. My mood just improves. It does. I feel like my memory's better. My cognitive function is just so much better when I've had that good night's sleep. You feel it when you don't, especially the older you get, don't you, I think. OK, so thanks again to Cal. We've got lots and lots more to go through. We have got other items on the show, which I think you're going to love, especially now, because it is getting freezing, absolutely freezing. Talking about good night's sleep, cosy night's sleep, the Mirelle Twin Pack is absolutely where you want to be. That's like the highlight of the show. That's what we're focusing on, because it's discounted for this live show. Goes up just after 3 a.m. Right. Now, we've got lots more items on the show. Do you know what? We're spoiled for choice here. We really, really are. If you like, well, let's be honest, who doesn't like being nice, snuggly, cosy, warm? That's where this comes in. Have you got a hot water bottle? You know, are you going down to the kitchen before you go to bed, boiling the kettle? You know, we're wasting energy, and then you're spilling water all over the place, and then it lasts for, what, like an hour or so? Well, this one stays warm for up to 5 hours, and it's sealed. You don't fill up any water. It's already got water in it. So this is very easy to work with. So the idea is you plug it into the wall. It takes about 15 minutes to charge. 50 minutes. And they say it only takes about, what, even on the packaging, it said it takes about, I don't know, 12 pence to charge. And it costs about 12 pence to charge. It's incredible. So once you've done that, you just simply unclip it. And that, my friends, you just dial that back there. And you have got a cosy, cosy hot water bottle, which I think you can put in a bag. You can take this out with you. And that's going to keep you snugly warm for up to 5 hours. It's so fluffy. It's luxurious fleece. And do you know what? Oh, my hands get tired this time of the year. They really, really struggle. I get, honestly, skin problems. Honestly, they go bright red, my hands. They go like red raw. They're awful. But just to give yourself a little bit of relief, put it in this pocket. It just feels absolutely divine. It gives you that sense of comfort, that sense of warmth. It really, really does. Now, ordinarily, the price, £39.99. By the way, you get a 3-year manufacturer's warranty with this. Talking about peace of mind. 3 years warranty. You must register it online, but it's easy to do. Right, dial the number 03333 241 241. Do dial the number. Are you struggling with the cold? Maybe you know someone who perhaps is in a wheelchair. They can have it there. Maybe it's going to be for your kids for the back seat of the car if you've got long journeys. Football matches, rugby matches. Why not? It'd be perfect for that. Or maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe a hospital waiting room. You know, who knows where you are? But wherever you're cold, you can now have that warmth. And it's a lovely, lovely temperature. Now, here we go. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You've got the LED display there. Oh, hey, mate, that's the throw. Oh, do you know what we're doing there? That's what we call a teaser. That's what we call a teaser. That's the throw coming up. You can have, it's both by Carmen, so you can have matching designs. But anyway, this is the rechargeable, never thought I'd say that, rechargeable hot water bottle. So like I said, enjoy up to 5 hours of warmth from a single 15-minute charge. It comes pre-filled with water and it's permanently sealed. So you never have to change the water. You haven't got to refill it. It's not messy or anything like that. But we talked about a range from Carmen. This is a brand we love here on Shop on TV. And quite often they do matching styles. So I'm looking at the leopard print there. There's a rabbit design print. There's grey options if you just want one plain colour. You've got plenty. But when it comes to the actual water bottle, you've got the leopard or you've got the rabbit option. The rabbit is lovely. It's so fluffy. It's beautiful. Always check the pictures, of course, before you check out your baskets. But it's got everything you need in the box. There's your plug, you charge it, and get about 15 minutes to charge. So even if you forget just before you go to bed, it's 15 minutes. Lasts up to 5 hours. Right, the faux fur leopard print rechargeable hot water bottle. Again, it's safe heating solution. You've got the long-lasting warmth, energy efficient, super fast charging, automatic temperature control. There you go. But super, super fast charging. 15 minutes for 5 hours. It's incredible, up to 5 hours. So maybe just before you go out to work, this would be great. Maybe on the train. Maybe you have to do that bus ride and you dread it because it just gets so chilly. Or actually, do you know what? I love going to the cinema. I do. Sometimes they are cold, those places. They can be really cold. Maybe going to the theatre, maybe it's pantomimes and so on. You can put this in your bag and you've got that warmth. And John, obviously, I can't promise anything, but maybe do suffer with cramps or you do have a few aches and pains. This could well give you that warmth, that comfort, comfort, maybe a bit of relief. Again, always check with your doctor for any of those things. I can't promise anything, but I know people love it for those kind of reasons. So always check online. But that could give you that beautiful, beautiful relief that you've been searching for. So £34.99. You're saving £5 if you go for this today. So Adam, I think the details they're for the actual pillows, aren't they? Bear with. The details on the side of your screen, that's for the Mirelle twin pack pillows. We'll get back to those shortly. But what I'm looking at now is the rechargeable water bottle. How about that? A fully rechargeable hot water bottle. To actually charge it, I'll show you. £21.99. How much do you spend on water bottles anyway? Honestly, my girlfriend has one and she likes it, but you know what? It lasts about an hour. I asked her earlier, how long does that last, by the way? About an hour? I mean, and also you're filling up water. All you do, you press that in, you plug it in, job done. 15 minutes later, you take it off, it's completely safe, and then, because it's sealed, it's completely safe, and then you just wind that back, that clicks and locks into place, and there it is. It is completely sealed water bottle. You haven't got to fill it and seal it yourself. It actually arrives like that. But you know when you want heat, you don't want hot patches or cool patches. You want even distribution. And that is what it gives you. And talk about energy efficient. Maybe getting this safe bit of energy. Maybe you've got the central heating on, you're heating your entire house. Maybe you live on your own, maybe it's just you and the other half. Get a couple of these. You just have these snugly warm on your living room. You know what? There's no point heating downstairs if you're upstairs and vice versa. There's no point to put heat on the kitchen if you're in the living room. You know, and the energy bills, quite frankly, are frightening, aren't they? Mine have gone up. I'm worried when it's going to stop. Anyway, that's a rant for another day. It's not an easy time, is it, for the cost of living? I know that. So these little bits that we can buy, they could well help you. They could well. And on that picture, it says it takes around 12 pence to charge. Around about 12 pence to fully charge something that's going to give you heat for up to 5 hours. 12p. I mean, honestly, I got smart meter the other day, and I had to turn it off in the end because I was getting too obsessed with it. I was honestly, I was becoming a little bit strict. I was like, whoa, why is that gone? What's on? What's on? I do recommend it actually because it educated me what really drains the energy. The oven was ridiculous. The kettle actually, I noticed that when you put the kettle on, it was about, I think it's about a 10-second delay, give or take. It's quite a good one. And I just looked at it and bang, it shot up. But you haven't even got to boil the kettle for this. You haven't got to do that because you don't fill it up. It's already pre-filled. So shop online today at shopontv.co.uk. If you buy something, if you're really, really chilly, if you commute to work, or you just want something, just have next to you, just for a little bit of comfort, just a little bit of warmth, you know, just when you're watching that film, when you're watching, I don't know, have a cup of coffee in the morning. It is chilly. And I don't want to be doom and gloom. I'm not scared by anything like that. Look, we all know January is terrible for cold temperatures. I'm a summer person, personally. I'm a spring person. I think winter looks quite pretty at times, but I get bored of that pretty quickly. It's cold. But you know what? This can make you snugly warm. You might have this for your kids, your other half, who knows? But a wide range of age groups, if they're, you know, older teenagers, let's say. Right, OK. Maintains up to a consistent 60 degrees Celsius. It's super fast charging. Again, up to 15 minutes. So from flat to fully charged under 15 minutes. That is excellent. Now, would you like the leopard print or would you like the rabbit print there? I quite like the leopard, actually. I don't think it looks quite designer. I genuinely thought that this would be more expensive than what it actually is. I think that price is excellent. I think for a rechargeable hot water bottle, £29.99 is brilliant value for money, excellent value for money, but you're saving money. You're saving £8 if you can get this now. Again, dial the number, it's on your screen. If you want to go to the website, it's the quickest way to order. It's shopontv.co.uk. You can type in the item number, just copy that, just type it into the search bar. It takes you directly to this deal. Or click on live deal, scroll down, you'll see all these amazing things I'm talking about right there. Add it to your basket and you're going to have this literally in a few days. So this time next week, you could be snugly warm, but likely before then. Right, now the next image. You can see the other option we got there. That is beautiful. Now, is that the rabbit? Yeah, that's the rabbit one there. If you want something a little bit, if you don't want a loud pattern, then maybe this one's going to be for you. So 614 905. It's a drop-down menu when you add it to your basket. You just choose leopard print or rabbit print. We are busy for this. I've just been told. We have had the busiest part of the show already. We're not even on ITV1. We're not even on ITV1 yet. We're going to be joining them. It's quick, isn't it? In about 45 minutes. We're joining STV then too. They're watching Top Gun at the moment. What a film, eh? It's the original. Oh, I love both, actually. I think they're both excellent films. But don't watch that. Don't watch that. Stay here. Because we've got good deals. Oh, they're talking about a sad moment in the film. I forgot about that. Oh, he was a good character, wasn't he? He was good. Anyway. When that certain character dies, you know, begins with G. Yeah, I just spoiled it for you. Oh, we can't watch it now, anyway. No, I'm only joking. Stay where you are, sorry. I hope I haven't ruined it. I feel bad now. I can't stand spoilers. But I haven't been on social media since The Traitors started because I just know someone's going to talk about it and it's going to ruin it. So until I've caught up, I can't go on social media now. Anyway, look, 614 905. That's £21.99. Now we love Carmen. I think they're a cracking brand here on Shop on TV. I think they're absolutely excellent. The build quality is brilliant, and quite often you get a 3-year manufacturer's warranty. That's certainly the case with the rechargeable water bottle, and it's certainly the case with this. Just register them online, OK? Now, you're thinking, and you're right, from a distance, this looks luxurious. This looks lovely. It's a luxurious fleece-like material. You just want to get snuggled up to this. This is such a lovely quilt. Now, firstly, it's 160 by 130 centimetres. But the best bit is, this is a heated throw. This is a heated blanket. Right, you plug it into your wall. And I've got to say, sometimes I've bought electric blankets. It's just one heat, you stick it in, you're sorted. And I can actually find, I've actually found in the past that they've got hot spots, cool spots. This is consistent, okay? As consistent as they can get it, right? This is why we love it. You've got a cheeky little remote control. Yes, it's machine washable. I'll explain how you do that in a second. But you've got a little remote. It's all attached. You plug it into the wall. And then, when you want that warmth, when you want to sit on that sofa, maybe it's that film night, maybe having a movie night with the other half, maybe to have that takeaway, you want to get snuggled up, or maybe you want to save the central heating, you want to just heat the room that you're in and have a little throw. Are we ready for this? Right. Sounds like I'm going to sing that to you now. You're ready for this? I'm going to press that button. Right, there we go. Now, you've got 9 different temperature settings. It's 85 watt, so it's going to get to the temperature quickly, because you know when you're freezing, or you get home, you haven't put the heating on, you take your coat off, or you know when you just get out of bed, honestly. You know that relief, this is how I describe it, you know that relief when if you're in bed and it's winter and you think, if I could just get in that hot shower, you dread it, you put it off. I snooze several times, I press snooze, I'm terrible. I am terrible. It could be hours before I eventually get out of bed. but you know when you get into that hot shower, it's that relief. That's the kind of feeling I get with this. So you've got 9 different temperature settings, so you can choose the heat that you want, the heat that feels right for you. So you might want to buy one for you, one for your other half there. Rather than heat the whole house, if you just snuggle under this, you may well find you save on your heating bills. I'm going to rack it right up to number 9. That is toasty warm. It's so cosy. It is lovely. Now, maybe you want to put it on a timer, OK? So sometimes people think, well, it's an hour timer. Quite often you get like an hour, 2 or 3. This goes all the way up to, you can have 1 hour. Let me just select it on here. Oh, bear with. You can have it 9. You can have it 8 hours. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you just want an hour just for a quick warm, or maybe you're going to watch that film, maybe it's a 3-hour film, that's what you can leave it on there. When you want to turn it off, press the button and it will gently cool back down to its original temperature. It's so cosy, but you know when you just want to feel snugly warm. And actually, it's not heavy, but it's got a lovely weight to it, I find. It just feels like it's cradling me. It gives me that sense of comfort. Now, what you can also do, when it comes with a blanket, you think, oh, well, surely you have to put something over it. Like a duvet cover, something like that. Well, you can, I wouldn't. But what you do instead, you can machine wash it. You just unclip the remote, and then this is separate, so there's nothing electrical obviously going in this. You just put it into the washing machine, let it air dry completely thoroughly well, of course, and then when you're ready, you plug it back in, and you've got a clean, crisp, but lovely and soft blanket. Do you know what? This could be you. Maybe on bed. You might have this on your sofa, then you might sit on it. You might just snuggle up to it, maybe with a cup of hot chocolate. If you're going to get it at some point, now has to be the time. Why? Because, well, firstly, we got it in stock. Secondly, because it's discounted. But this is cold temperatures. If you order it now, you'll have it in a few days. You should well have it by the next weekend. The likelihood mid to late next week. Right, now the pink has sold out, but at the moment you can get the grey, the blue, the green or the rabbit. But again, these are machine washable. You unclip the remote and then just plug it in the washing machine. You can fabric softener if you want to. Personally, or I kind of advise maybe just use a little bit of detergent like you normally would. Like you would normally just wash a blanket, basically. But look, it's 3 payments of £16.65. Rather than heat your entire house, do you know, I've actually even got a log burner. I'm very lucky to have that. It's what I know, right? Oh, they're going. Oh, Charlie, look at you. It's a modest 3-bed detached house. Okay, it's not a mansion. Okay, but that's in the West Wing. No, they're being rude now. Hey, they're being rude. But you know what? I've got log burner, but you know what? I don't actually use it because the logs, it is expensive. It really is expensive. I'm trying to keep costs down, again, cost of living and all that. Won't bore you with the story because it's something we all know, isn't it? But if we can find something, a cost-effective alternative to whacking the heating on. I mean, talk about my smart meter. If I've got heating on, we've got electric heaters, we've got blow heaters. I bought some things I found online that don't claim to be what they say they are. I've got convect heaters, got blow heaters. They make a racket and they make a little rattly sound. It's either really hot, turn it off, really hot, turn it off. This, it's just something close to you. It's keeping you warm. You're not wasting energy keeping the house warm, keeping upstairs warm. You know, some people put the heating on, I don't know, like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and they never go upstairs. It's toasty warm, but they're never upstairs. It's a waste of energy, a waste of money. So if you're going to be getting something like this has to be the time. Don't wait until, you know, it's the sort of thing, I would wait till it gets really, really cold, like mid-January, end of January. But then, you know, before you know it, it's spring, then it's summer. Don't wait for any longer. Don't wait any longer. It's cold now, and it's only going to get colder, so I'm told. If you have a look on the internet, especially here in Manchester, it is freezing. Right, £44.99. It's well built. You've got a 3-year manufacturer's warranty. This time next week, you could be watching us right here under this blanket, toasty, toasty warm. You might get one for you, you're the half. Maybe your son, your daughter, they're living with you. Maybe your grandmother's living with you. Do you know, if you're having a family movie night, it's going to be so cute. All of you guys under your own electric blanket. Right, 946307. What's the time? It's 1:45 in the morning. Guys, thanks so much. We have been busy for this. You're loving the rechargeable hot water bottle. That's still warm. We just unplugged it. That's going to be warm until about 5 a.m. Maybe even 6 a.m. Right, we're going to go back to the pillows very, very soon. They're not any pillows. They are your suspension pillows. They're self-plumping. They're so comfortable. I can't wait to show you those. But do you know what? It's this time of the year where we've got decorations down. We're looking at a house. I don't know about you, but I feel better when the house is in order, when it's clean, and that includes the windows. It can transform the look of a property, but if you're sick and tired of getting wet, we've got a great solution for you. This is the best way to clean your windows, in my opinion. This is the Window Buddy.
When we look at the unit, you've got everything in that one unit.
You absolutely have. So I'm going to do this window here. So I'm going to take the extension pull off to start with. But yeah, this is a 3-in-1 fully integrated window cleaning system. So to clean your windows inside, outside, you've got everything you need in one hand. Yeah. You're not lugging around buckets of water. Yeah, just everything there. You haven't got to get sponges, you haven't got to get cloth, you haven't, go back for the kitchen roll, chuck out the dirty water, go and get some more. You know, that is tedious. You haven't got to get your ladders for most windows around your house. But let me show you why it's integrated. Firstly, you've got this spray bottle. So to release it, you just press the little tab just in there. So you lift it forward and out it comes. Wow. The first thing I noticed about this was the quality. It's really, really well built. It all feels so robust, and you're bound to think that when you get it home. So all I've got is just tap water and literally a couple of drops, or maybe a drop of washing up liquid. If you've already got some window cleaning solutions, you can use that.
Oh, your favourite cleaning solution.
Lots of people love Blue Magic's the ideal as well.
Blue Magic's absolutely perfect. Yeah, if you got, maybe you like the fragrance of something, you can carry on using that. But I'm just cheap. I just like to use a drop of
we weren't going to say that,
but you can. We've known each other for ages. So it's spray. It's wipe, and that's because you've got a cleaning pad. This is a high quality, ultra soft foam pad. So it doesn't damage your windows. It just gently agitates, releases those bugs if it's outside.
And we can wash that, can't we?
Yeah, you can put it in the washing machine.
Right.
They recommend wash it at 30.
Right.
But I've done it at 40, it's been fine. But they recommend at 30. And then...
Breaker.
I know, honestly, I'm a right rebel.
Say not what they do, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Do what I say, yes.
Something like that.
And then, so we've got the spray, we've got the cleaning pad, spin it round, also integrated, you've got your squeegee. This is 24.5 centimetres, so
That
it's
looks
good
good
width.
quality as well.
It's rubber, yeah, you're absolutely right. It's, do you know, even that just feels so robust. And it contours the fit of the glass. So if you've got curved shower screens, that's absolutely no problem with that too.
Textured tiles and
Textured
things like
tiles.
that, yeah.
And you can also, when you're cleaning, the water doesn't drip down to the floor because the water flows directly into the built-in water tank. They call this the water collection tank. And when you want to empty it, you've got a little tab there that you open up and you pour it into the bucket or down the sink. It's
So
perfect.
good,
It really
yeah.
is good. Shall I show you?
So let's
get clean.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm going to make this messy this time. I'm going to up the ante as we go through the show. We've got some body lotion, some hand cream here. And do you know what? You know, it's greasy, it's slimy, it's a little bit...
Could be the kid's fingers, could be the dog's nose.
Yeah, it's a little bit...
Or it could be the mirror, it could be, toothpaste.
Yeah. Absolutely right, it could be. And you know what? Just with washing up liquid, a couple of sprays, that's all you need. So we've sprayed, you wipe,
Fabulous.
and then spin it again, there's your squeegee. All in one. One hand
Great.
is all you need. And that, streak-free, bone dry, each and every
Look at
time.
that.
How about that? I'm going to demonstrate that for you live, actually. Maybe when we join ITV1, I've got it set up over there. It's just so nice to know you've got everything you need in one hand, you know. Sometimes it's trying to muster the energy. You know, it's trying to motivate yourself just to get up and actually do things. It's finding this, it's finding that, putting out the bucket of water, putting your old dirty clothes on. I literally could get that out of a drawer, fill it with some fairy liquid and tap water, just give the windows a quick go. It's great. But, OK, this is excellent. It's the 3-in-1 window cleaning system. So normally £39.99. Save £10. Grab it now. We've got deals all over the place today. We're loving it. £29.99. So it's 874-714. It's brilliant, that piece of kit. Do you know what? If you've got ceiling lights, skylights, great. Conservatories, that is an absolute must. But yeah, you got that extension pole with it. It's all together. Right, more about the Window Buddy later. We need to go back to the Mirelle Twin Pack. This is not just any set of pillows. Now, we're going to join our friends on ITV1 in about half an hour's time. When that happens, these are going to be flying out. And I'm basing that on previous experience. I've done the show before, and other presenters here have done it numerous times. These do not hang around. So I would beat the potential queues, because if it sells out, I don't know when these are going to come back. What I can tell you is during this show, you're going to get that special price. That price will increase at the end of this live show, so after 3 a.m. You can stay where you are. You can join ITV1 about 1, but you can stay where you are. TikTokers, hello. Maybe watching us on YouTube. I hope you're enjoying the show. Wherever you are, however you're watching me right now on Shop on TV, head to the website, shopontv.co.uk. You can do it on your smartphone, you can do it on your tablet, your laptop. As soon as you go to the website, click live, scroll down, and you can see all of these amazing items there. But we have brand new customers every single day, returning customers every single day. So thanks so much for all your support. We really do appreciate it. This is one of the most essential things I think money can buy. And look, I know that sounds a bit dramatic, but whatever I'm doing during a day, if I haven't slept well, I just don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. You know, I'm out for a birthday tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. But if I don't sleep, it's going to be tiring. You know, if it's seeing my family, if it's work, you know, if I'm tired, especially doing this, it can be much, much harder. Even if it's just your day off, it can be really, really tiring indeed. But if you've got something that can help give you that lovely, lovely good night's sleep, oh, it's worth every penny. Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night and you can't get comfortable? I think, name the price. If I could just have something that can help me sleep, I name the price. I would pay it. Honestly, it's torturous when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're staring at the ceiling, you're clock watching. Now there are lots of things that can determine that night's sleep. There are lots of factors. Some of them we can't help with. But there is a big factor we can help with, and that's comfort. Now, are you dealing and trying to cope with a pillow like this one? Right, this is the sort of thing that you buy in a supermarket. Mate, it's even torn. Now, granted, this is bad. This is bad, all right? I've got one that's not much better than this. But do you know what? If you're in a supermarket, you know, if you are looking for those offers, maybe like 4 for £20 or 2 for 10, you know what? This is the sort of pillow you get. And now, look, this is probably as worse as they do get. I'll be completely honest with you there. This is quite an extreme example. Maybe yours is slightly better than this, but maybe not much better, because maybe yours is a little bit lumpy. Maybe you're lying in bed and you fold it because you need a little bit more height, you need a little bit more support. Maybe you wake up and your neck just feels a little bit funny. It just doesn't feel right. You don't feel refreshed after a night's sleep. Well, it might be your pillow. It could well be. Now, I can't promise anything, but it might be. Now, don't deal and put up with something like this, because you wake up in the middle of the night, you're trying to find that comfortable spot, or maybe it's hot, maybe you're spinning it around all the time, and your other half's getting frustrated because, oh, will you sit still? And she doesn't talk to me like that because she's watching. But you know, it can be really, really frustrating. Well, instead of mothering like that, instead of waking up in the night, plumping your pillow, how about this? The loft, the height, it's so luxurious. Everything about this pillow is absolutely perfect. But you're reading that word suspension. What on earth does that mean? What is a suspension pillow, I hear you say? Well, let me show it to you. This is what it's all about. It's all about these straps here. Now, this is a demonstration pillow. You don't see these. These straps are in the actual pillow. You don't see them. But we got this just to show you on telly how it works. So these are ties. They're stitched to each side of the pillow. They're actually ever so slightly shorter than the width. So when you lift up your head, when you move in the middle of the night, when you get out of bed in the morning, it plumps itself back to its original shape. These ties pull it back together. It's so clever. We're very proud to offer these. We get through a lot of them, an awful lot of these, and the feedback we get is great. We're going to read some reviews out for you during the show too. 3 payments of £13.31. It's a twin pack. Would you like the medium firm or would you like the medium soft? The medium firm is about 20% extra filling, to give you a rough idea. So there is quite a bit to it. But if you're someone, let's say, who normally sleeps with 2 pillows, we kind of recommend going for the medium firm. If you sleep with 1, then you might want to go for the medium soft. But you're going to get 2, a twin pack, for £34.99. It's normally £39.99. So if you're buying 2 for you, 2 for the other half, that's going to be £10 you're going to save. If you're buying another 2 pack of, buying another 4, that's another £10 you're going to be saving for the guest bedroom. Who knows? But yeah, it's great value for me. It's about £17.50 per pillow, and it could be the only pillow you'll need to buy. Only until, though, the end of the show, when the clock reaches 0, just right here. Here we go. This little clock down there. I don't know why I'm doing this. There it is. That is, we put the clock on the screen just to help make your mind up, because that, when that reaches 0, the price will go up. So after 3 p.m, shortly afterwards, it's going to go back up to £39.99. Or actually, we give you about half an hour to check out. So around about 2:30 a.m. If you're watching us on +1, by the way, then bear in mind, check the stock levels on the website, because it may have sold out by then. Right, where are we up to? So the one I've got here is the medium soft, sorry, is the medium firm, but this really shows the difference. Now, I know Shaylee swear by this, and I've learned lots from those over the years in the shopping today. They're lovely people, they're good friends of mine. And my word, when they recommend something, my ears listen. I am listening. Now, you can see firstly the ordinary pillow. Now, I remember Hayley saying, I watched a clip of this, and her airways didn't feel as open. I know that sounds a bit dramatic, but she said you couldn't like breathe as easily on the ordinary pillow. You know when you just don't feel aligned? You know what I mean? You know, we just feel like your head's it just doesn't feel right. Well, we can actually show you the clip. We saw the picture. We'll show you the clip where that was taken from, because this makes all the difference. If you don't feel supported, I'm talking about your head being cradled, I'm talking about having a pillow that contours to the nape of your neck, then this is a must buy. 3 payments of £13.31 whilst it's in stock and whilst it's on offer. Add it to basket and check out. But I love this. And like I said, Shaylee do. Here's what they had to say.
So the medium soft is, the only difference is it's got 20% less filling than the medium firm. Or the medium firm's got 20% more filling than the medium soft. So if you like a softer pillow and like to snuggle into a pillow, go for the medium soft. You know if you like a softer pillow. But if you're like me and you like a firmer pillow, you'd normally have 2 pillows. You like a pillow that really sits you up so you can read in bed and things, go for the medium firm. That's the only difference, and don't make it more complicated than it is.
Well, lots of people go for a pair of both. Reason being, when you sat up in bed, you've got the firm one, so you can maybe read if you're on your social media, on your tablet in bed, and you want that support. Maybe you want that support when you sat on the sofa, and then the medium soft for you to snuggle into. By the way, they all look brilliant on the bed because they're so full and they fit beautifully into all your standard pillowcases.
So many pillowcases you can put onto a pillow, can't you? They've all got floppy sides because the pillow doesn't fill the pillowcase. This will fill the pillowcase, and just hearing our director's had his for about a year and still exactly as you see it. I don't know how long we've had ours. Oh gosh, years. Yeah. And you know, out of all the products we sell on Shopping TV, I would say out of the people we personally know, one of the most bought and used things from presenters and crew is the GX pillow, the Mirelle Pillow.
Yeah, and what I'm showing you here is the difference between a standard value pillow. Look at that.
I mean, it looks
sad
very sad. That's a very sad face.
Sad face,
very sad pillow. Yeah. That's that pillow that's not going to make you wake up feeling fresh and happy. You're going to wake up feeling sad and cloudy. It's going to be a rainy day, isn't it, that day? Whereas this is a sunny day pillow. Yeah,
and that's the difference with Mirelle, because you've got that, it's sumptuously filled, but you've got that support system where it doesn't go droopy at the ends, it doesn't flop down, you don't need to fold over. In fact, we could show everybody at home the difference.
And then you can see the difference between the medium soft and the medium firm.
Yes, yeah. So, first of all, Hayley, I'm going to get you to lay down on the end of the bed on this pillow that I was showing you, this regular pillow. Again, it's just like a supermarket pillow.
Oh, that is. There's nothing there at all.
You're more or less flat to the
am,
bed.
Which always makes me feel a bit sick. I hate being completely flat, but I could not sleep like that. I would be bending that over. I'd be putting my arm underneath. I'd be trying to get another pillow because that is not going to give me a good night's. That's horrible.
Now, I want to show you a real difference to the medium soft pillow from the range. So this is the Mirelle medium soft. Straight away, as Hayley lays back, watch the difference that you see here. Because not only is her head beautifully supported, also fits into the nape of her neck. So you've got that gorgeous comfort that you can see there. Remember, the price on the screen is for 2 pillows, not for 1. And you'll get 2 of the same, either medium soft or medium firm. The only difference being the medium firm has 20% more filling. Hayley's getting nice and comfy there. It doesn't matter whether you're a front sleeper, a side sleeper, a back sleeper. It's completely up to you because it cradles, it works with your body. And when you lift up from the pillow, Hayley, lift up.
Okay.
You'll see the pillow comes straight back to its original size.
Honestly, the difference is incredible.
And speaking of difference, we're just going to swap the medium soft pillow for a medium firm.
So this is my pillow. This is the pillow I sleep on. I prefer a firmer pillow. And that's so you can see it's just a little bit sort of higher, isn't it?
So 20% more filling. That's the only difference. The technology's exactly the same. The cover's the same. It's got that crisscross design in the middle of the pillow. But that's what it's all about.
I've never had one pillow that just instantly has given me comfort. I've always, all my life, until I had the GX Mirelle Pillow, always had 2 pillows. Whereas this one pillow is just absolutely perfect.
And you can see it doesn't matter how Hayley lays on the bed, whether it's on her back, on her side, on her front, you can see, look at the end of the pillow, it doesn't go flat. And as soon as you lift up from the pillow once again, it reforms, it goes back to its original shape. So you'll never, how much time do you spend plumping your pillow?
Forever,
get out of bed, I've got to make the pillows look nice and plump. The great thing here, they just bounce back, and we can show you that again, this bowling ball, on it, you haven't felt the weight of this, feel the weight of this. It's one of the heaviest bowling balls.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
That That'd break your fingers if it had holes in it.
It's proper
My
heavy.
word.
It's proper
it has got
heavy.
fingers in it. Don't try and bowl it.
No.
That's so
But if I
heavy.
pop it there, can you see again when we talked about the contouring, about the pillow not going flat? Normally we say this is the weight of the average human head. I'd say this is a bit heavier.
It's probably my head because I've got quite a big head.
You have
no
got
hats
quite a big
fit
head.
my head. I've got a really big head, so it's probably the same as my head.
But what you see with this, and it's good that it's heavier actually, because when I take this off,
Look at that.
look at that bounce.
And that really proves the point. If you put that on the bad pillow,
Oh, should we? Should we do that?
can you imagine?
Are you ready? Oh, and if I put that,
By the edge,
You can
there's
see.
there's going to be no support for your neck, your head.
no, and you literally can feel the bed on a pillow like this.
Oh, you can.
You may as well not have a
Made me
pillow.
feel quite sick because I felt like I was completely
Yeah,
flat. That
makes
didn't
you
puff
flat.
itself back up, did it?
No.
Not that it was ever puffed up, I don't think. Look at that.
And again, it doesn't matter where I put the ball.
Or whether you sleep on your front or your side or your back. Great as well for travelling, perhaps for the kids in the car when you're going on holiday and you want them to get snoozing in the back of the car, giving them that comfort because, again, it doesn't flatten down. How often do you put a pillow in the car to lean against the window, but then it's like you were leaning against the window anyhow,
Yeah.
whereas that will be like you'll be on a pillow. Not when you're driving, our director.
No.
What is he like? No, when you're in the back
Definitely
as a
not.
passenger, the children in the back. And honestly, this pillow can make that difference to obviously that journey, but to every single night that you go to bed. Because when you're sleeping on the right thing, it can help you get that better night's sleep. And a good night's sleep is just so, so important.
And Jill, what you can't see inside that pillow is those ties that's pulling it back into its original shape. And we have got a pillow just to illustrate this for demonstration purposes. You can see the ties there. You get two of them, and that's what gives you the suspension. And it's so clever name, actually, suspension pillow, because it just gives you that movement. It springs back to its original shape. So it's going to cradle your head as you're sleeping. As you move around, the bit of pillow that's not in contact with your head or the nape of your neck is going to spring back. So the point making is you're always going to feel supported. If you struggle with your pillow, if you wrestle with it in the middle of the night, if you're like punching it, trying to get it back into position, then that's no good. You deserve better than that, you really do. So £34.99. This is so clear. Patented technology, I was told as well, when it comes to the actual straps. Certain parts of it are. So shop online at shopontv.co.uk, add this to your basket and start checking out. How are we doing for time, by the way? We've got about 15 minutes before we join ITV1. We're getting ready because with the lineup today, with heated electric blankets, with rechargeable water bottles, with cosy duvets, and with it being, what, -6 here the next day or so in Manchester, we know we're going to have a very, very busy show. So my advice to you is beat the potential queues on the phones. I think we're going to have sellouts on some items, so if you want to add it to your basket, do check out. But the pillows are really where it's at. They're where it's at, OK? You may watch us on Freeview, you might watch it on YouTube, TikTok. Hello, guys, wherever you're watching from. So good to have your company. All shop at the same place. Go to the website or give us a call. The call centre is ready to take your call now. You speak to somebody live as well when you're done. Right, OK. This could be your pillow now. You're going to have this in a few days if you order it this morning. That could be your head. Now, obviously, this is a heavy bowling ball, but just look at that. In fact, look, that is cradled, that is supported. But when I take it off, it springs back. It springs back into its original shape. So, yeah, that's really handy because let's say you're sleeping on your back. This could be the back of your head, you know, facing upwards. And then let's say you're going to be moving maybe to the side. That, you can see, this part of the pillow is pulling itself back to its original shape. It's self-plumping. So even if you move to the other side, this bit, it pulls itself back. So this isn't going to flatten, because lots of pillows flatten, don't they? This plumps back up. So your head, wherever you are, is going to be supported and it's going to be cradled, as it should be. Not just your head, the nape of your neck too. It's so important. But if you've got old pillows that are just flat, they're flattened, they're lumpy, they're uncomfortable, this is our pillow. We spend, what, about a third of our lives asleep, they say, don't we? if maybe you sleep in your bed every night, even if you go, you say in hotels, maybe away for work quite a bit, put this in a bag. You can still put this in one of these vacuum bags if you want. I think they're brilliant. They're ones that you sit on, that you haven't got to get a vacuum on it. But you know, the sealable bags, they're great. This would be perfect for this. But anyway, £13.31. That's your first payment of 3 if you choose PayPal. So it's 385,857. Now, would you like the medium soft or the medium firm? With the medium firm, it's an extra 20% filling to give you an idea of the difference. But no more cost, by the way. The price is the same, so whichever one you go for, what's right for you? To help you with the decision, because I know you want to check out your baskets because you're going to want to get that offer because it goes up later on in a few hours' time. Less than 2 hours to go. But if you're someone who normally sleeps with one pillow, go for the medium soft. If you like 2 pillows, maybe go for medium firm. Just an idea, okay? But look, you might get, because they're twin packs, you might get a pair of medium soft and a pair of medium firm. See which one works for you, and the others you can put in the guest bedroom. You know, maybe you like having one of each. You know, who knows? Maybe you're at the half. Maybe it depends, I don't know, which bed you're on. Maybe when you go to hotels, you might take a different one with you, but you're going to find which one works for you. So £13, again, 31 pence a day is excellent, excellent, excellent. You've got a mixed fibre filling, but on the outside, it's 100% cotton. Now, we got a story. I'm going to remind you of the story, how these came about when we joined ITV1, because it's a story, it's not the easy story to hear, but it ends okay. It ends okay. Now, we have more reviews on this, more testimonials. This is one that came in not so long ago. Lovely pillow. We'll never have any other. If you're thinking of getting one, don't hesitate. Just do it. And this was sent in to us not so long ago. People love it. I always think when someone makes the effort to write in over something positive, they want to write a testimonial, that says passion, you know? If someone's got a complaint, they're quick on it. But when someone takes the time to write something so positive, that says so much. Because they want people to experience what they've experienced. Honestly, and this is passion. This is passion from someone who didn't have to write this in. They love it. Absolutely love it. And there's more of these we're going to read out in the next few hours. So, OK, this is a twin pack that you can put your pillowcase on it if you want to, just like normal pillowcase. Yeah, that's completely up to you. It's a standard size in that regard, so your standard pillowcase, UK size, should fit on there perfectly. But, do you know what, they're made in the UK. You've got that mixed fibre filling, that core, but the loft is beautiful. The height is just right. It's just so squidgy. But honestly, even in my hand, it springs back. So what's happening there, inside the pillow, you have got these ties. These on the outside just for demonstration purposes, because we don't want to open up the pillow. So inside your pillow are in there, but we've got it digitally for you, so you can see inside, it springs back into its original shape. So that's going to give you support, but also, folks, it's going to look fantastic. You know, when you walk into that hotel, you know, the nice ones, where you've got scatter cushions, you've got a lovely throw on the bed, and the pillows are so plump. You know, when they just look so very inviting, you can't wait to pull off that sheet and just climb into bed. Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. You know what? I think it's so important to have. I really do. One of the most important things money can buy. What if this gave you that night's sleep that you are looking for? This might be it. This could well be it. It's worth the go. Worth the go. Now, Ken and Jodie bought this. They're very, very pleased. They said, I bought the Mirelle pillow because me and my wife were suffering neck pain. Oh, no. We bought every pillow money could buy and they didn't work, but the Mirelle pillow didn't disappoint. We had the best night's sleep we had in years, and we now sleep like babies. We'd definitely recommend the Mirelle pillows to anyone. Well, there we go. Ken and Jodie, if you happen to be watching, thank you so much indeed. Again, it means so much people take the time to write in because they want the word to get out there. And this is something that you can experience at home. So, are you curious how this can help you sleep? Or your other half? Are they complaining a lot? Do they wake up in the middle of the night? It's worth every single penny. It totally is. And let me just show you. This is something, by the way, if you like this is an electric heated blanket. You can buy this on the website. Very good price on that. It's a special price. We'll go through that shortly. Which would you rather have? Now, I know this is extreme. This is a terrible pillow. I know this is an extreme example. I know that, all right. Maybe, hopefully yours isn't this bad, but mine isn't far off, actually. So how about this? Would you rather this? Is your neck, does it not give you that support? Look, it's just flat. When I move it around, look, that's just flat. That's staying put. But if I move this one in, this is your Mirelle suspension pillow, that stays put. And just look all around, just imagine that being your head there. All around here, you have got that support. And when I lift it off, just watch what happens. It springs back to its original shape. It's a self-plumping pillow. Get it while you can, whilst you're saving £5. If you're not sleeping well, this could help to ensure your good night's sleep. Now, I can't make any claims. I can't promise anything. Of course, how can I? I would never do that. I couldn't. But it might. It truly, truly might. So we get good feedback from this. We get great reviews. The reason why we feature these on Shop on TV a lot is because they sell very well. People love them. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here doing it. 3 pence or £13.31. So 385857 is your item number. Type that into the search bar on shopontv.co.uk, or when you go to the website, click live. When you scroll down, you'll see all of these deals. You'll see all of them right there. But that is, even if it's been on there for a while. And do you know what? I get a bit restless in the night. Maybe you're not going to be restless anymore with these, you might not be. But if you're lying on your back, that could be your head. If you move, because it was, I don't know, we move around a lot in the night, don't we? We don't remember always. But you can move around naturally a lot in the night. Maybe when you move, that's when you jolt yourself and you're just uncomfortable. Your pillow's not moving. It's not supporting you as you're moving. But this one does. It supports you as you're sleeping, as you're naturally moving during the night. So it doesn't flatten like your old pillows, like most of them do. Every pillow I've ever had just flats and doesn't feel the same after a few weeks. But that, look at this, it springs back into its original shape. That's why we get through a lot of these. And that's why we're very busy right now. So 3 pence or £13.31. So 385857 is your item number. If you haven't got any questions, I'll do my best to answer. It's studio@shopontv.co.uk. Send us in an email. If you have already got these, by the way, if you are able to, if you've got time, if you could just write a couple of lines of how it helps you. Why would you, if someone's sitting on the fence and they're tempted, what would you say to them? I can pass it on to you, and I can read it out on ITV1 literally in a few minutes' time if you want. So, yeah, there's the website on the side of your screen. If you want PayPal Pay in 3, you can do. Right, the website, I love this website. We've got about 700,000 items here. There's lots and lots and lots here. You know you're going to get great warmth if it's that rechargeable hot water bottle. You've also got the luxury heated throw. It's £44.99 if you want to go for that throw. Normally, it's £69.99. That is excellent. We've got a few different options when it comes to the colour. You've got the Livington Window Buddy. Now, I know we've got a variety on the show. That is excellent. So that is all you need to clean your windows inside and outside. The handy solution, by the way, this is your large folding storage boxes. Now, I've seen some with our Richard. These are really, really, really good. Right, there's your hot water bottle. There's your throw. There is your pillows. It is brilliant. By the way, that Window Buddy, if you have just flicked on, I'm going to be demonstrating this for you shortly, but if you have missed it, if you haven't seen this previously, here's how it can help keep your windows streak-free. Check this out. Should we have a look at the shower?
Yeah,
well, you've got curved glass. That's what we were going to say there.
Yeah.
That curved glass, you would think, oh, is it going to work on a curved surface or a textured surface?
And that would be great as well, not only for the shower door, but the screen on the back, because often you really have to struggle to get in to those bath screens. Yeah. And again, it's going to make it so easy because you can change the angle, you've got the reach.
Yeah, well, I've just put shaving foam on there. And you know what, my girlfriend said, oh, what about conditioner? Yeah, because hair conditioner, if you leave it, it goes not hard, but you've got to give it some welly, haven't you, after
I use that purple shampoo and that can be a nightmare.
Right, yeah.
Because it is purple, it's horrible.
Don't get it off.
If you've got white tiles, you're going to see that, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I've got shaving foam on there. We're going to put all sorts later on. So it's going going to do a couple of sprays. Yes, if it's a straight shower screen, that's going to be obviously easy because we've just done a window. But this is obviously a curved one. You know, you can keep the extension tube on there if you want to, just to reach around there.
Right.
And to save myself bending down, I can go right the way.
Yes.
All across, all the way around. And then I just flip it to do the squeegee. I'll just take the extension pole off. Hold it at the handle, a little bit of a tip. You can, it doesn't really matter too much, but I find it works best when you just hold it, not parallel, but keep it facing
quite
downwards.
Flat, yeah.
Yeah, flat as you can.
Look at that, though.
And
So,
that
no drips, where's the water going? Well, it's collecting the water as it goes down.
directly into the water tank. So you haven't got to put towels down, you haven't got to get your kitchen towel down, because I get through so
clever.
much of that normally, but not with this. So that squeegee, the rubber squeegee, is just going around the curved glass.
Finish is fantastic.
Well, it's so clear, you can barely see that it's there. We're seeing
No.
straight through it, aren't we?
And there you go. And just finally
That is
finish it
so
off.
good, Charlie.
There you go, just right there.
Look at that.
And that is, yeah.
That's
Sorry about the noise, but you can.
It's, yeah.
It's dry as well.
Yeah. Do you know what? I hate to make it feel sleepy, but oh my word, this is a joy. I've got a luxurious blanket underneath me, which is electric. Yes, this can heat up. I've also got a rechargeable hot water bottle. It is freezing cold outside. Anything you order on this live show, well, it'll be arriving to your door in a few days' time. This could be you, literally this time next weekend. If you are tempted for the suspension pillows, and that's what I've got right now, do you know what? I just feel aligned. It just feels right. You know when you go to that hotel and you think, oh my word, I need to ask where these pillows are from. I don't, I'm too embarrassed. I feel a bit awkward. But this is that. It's a suspension pillow. These aren't just any pillows. I'm going to go through all very shortly. But guys, at the moment, you're saving money. It's £39.99, but now £34.99 until the end of the show, or while the stocks last. So 385-857. Here's the website, by the way. I'm going to nod off in a minute. No? Oh, Sam, can you wake me up if I nod off? I'll wake you up. He said he'll wake me up. He's a good lad. This is something that I think anyone needs this time of the year. If it's that heating, if it's that blanket, you know what? You have got the Mirelle Pillows there. If you want medium soft, medium firm, you've got this. If we're talking about keeping your windows spotless, very easy way to clean your windows is Livington Buddy. It's a 3-in-1. You've got your solution in there. You've got a cloth on the side. That's what you scrub it with. And it's got a built-in squeegee too. So you just spin it around. And you can store it in these boxes. Now, Richard loved these. They're breathable. They're collapsible. They're wipeable. And do you know what? Sometimes storage boxes, when you're not actually using them, then, it gets in the way, doesn't it? A storage box is great, but sometimes you need temporary storage. That's what this is all about. We've got various different sizes. I'm spoiled for choice. I feel so cosy warm. It's so lovely. My favourite item on the show is the pillows. If you're looking for the ultimate water bottle, it's fully rechargeable. You can take this out with you. You can put this in the back of your car. This is something that can give you warmth and comfort. We're going to go through all of the next few minutes. Well, we're here live until 3 a.m. You can stay where you are or join us on ITV1 or STV, wherever you're watching from. We have lots of fun, and we're going to get nice and toasty warm for this freezing cold winter. It's getting so cold. You're going to love these deals. Stay there, and we'll see you very shortly. Oh, do you know what? A very warm welcome back to Shop on TV. My name's Charlie, in case we haven't met. I've got to say, I need to be careful because I'm going to nod off in a minute. I am so comfortable. If you can stay where you are, do not go to bed, because if you're feeling cold at the moment, and it is freezing, it's going to be about -6 soon, I believe, in around Manchester, where we currently are now. Tuesday, I think, it's going to be -6. But do you know what? If it's something you want to buy to keep you warm, if you're worried about energy bills, if you want to keep yourself warm and not your entire house, stay exactly where you are. But how are you sleeping at the moment? How is your pillow? Is it looking a bit lumpy? Can you not find that comfortable position? Well, this pillow here is one of the most comfortable pillows I've actually ever tried. I just feel aligned. This is not just any pillow, it's a suspension pillow. It's self-plumping. Here is an illustration of how it works. We've got various different deals for you. We've got various different lofts. We've got medium soft, you've got medium firm. Here is how it works, okay? This is the technology. It's all about the Mirelle Twill Pack. We've got through so many of these pillows in recent times. You adore it. It could be the only pillow that you'll need to buy. We've actually been live since midnight on our own Freeview channel. But we're here live on ITV1. We're here on STV. We have got a lot to go through, okay? Right. Whether it's warmth, whether it's your comfort in bed, we have got you covered. But Mirelle, this is something we've had so long. You love the suspension pillows. Right, let's have a look. Do you know what? It's toasty warm in the studio, don't get me wrong. But do you know what? It is freezing cold. Honestly, literally the last few days, I've really felt it. I walked around Manchester today. It is cold. You know what? There's nothing like getting home, getting snuggled on your sofa, whether it's an electric blanket, we got one of these, whether it's a rechargeable hot water bottle, we got something for everyone here. You're going to get toasty warm. Any of these items that you buy today, you're going to have in a few days. So this time next weekend, you're going to be so comfortable. You're going to be very toasty warm too. OK, right, how do you buy? Well, we got brand new customers every single day. We got returning customers every single day. Very well welcome. My name's Charlie, in case we haven't met. But here is the web. It's shopontv.co.uk. You can access this easily through your phone, your smartphone, your laptop, your tablet, if you've got one next to you now. If you click live deals, scroll down and you'll see exactly what we're showing right here. You've got the Mirelle Pillows, suspension pillows. Stay with us. I cannot wait to talk to you about those. We got a special price on those, but only for this show. The price goes up at about 3:30 this morning. You've also got the rechargeable hot water bottle. It's sealed. You don't fill it up with water. That's already fine. It takes about 15 minutes to charge and it can last up to 5 hours. Oh my word. You don't have to boil the kettle, you don't fill it with water, it's already pre-filled and sealed. Now, this one for me, this is one of my favourite items of the show. That electric blanket there, the heated blanket, it's a luxurious heated throw. It's a beautiful, luxurious soft fleece, but you've got 9 different settings, so you can have the heat, the temperature that you're comfortable with. You've got a timer on there, and you can disconnect the electric part, and you can bung it in the washing machine. Now, when it's this time of the year, after Christmas, after New Year, do you know, have you taken your Christmas decorations down? It's that kind of time, isn't it? You know, we're going to be doing it when I get back to my house in a few days' time. But I don't know, you start seeing the mess there, don't you? I think it's nice having your house clean, restored, ready for the challenges of 2026. I just feel better. When my car is clean, I feel better. When my house is spotless and in order, I feel better. And that's where this Window Buddy comes in. It's the 3-in-1 Livington Window Buddy. If your windows look a bit misty, you know you've got that film, you might have bird muck on there, it might just be dirty. When you look out your windows and they're crystal clear, I don't know, for me, it just transforms the whole appearance of your house. This makes it so easy, because you haven't got to get buckets of water around. You haven't got to get sponges. You haven't got to get your hands all cold and wet, especially you don't want that in January, do you? Well, this is a 3-in-1 integrated cleaning system. You put your cleaning solution in the actual device. On one side, you've got the pad, the cleaning pad, which is machine washable. On the other side, you've got that squeegee. And the water collects into the device. You've got a collectible water tank, which you just open on one side and pour it down the sink. It is excellent. So in other words, everything you need to clean your windows, to leave them streak-free, bone dry, whether it's inside or outside, is in one hand. So you just prep it, fill it up, and you walk around your house with one hand, and you can have your windows looking sparkly clean. You've even got an extension pole so you can reach really high up. We're thinking skylights, we're thinking conservatories, we're thinking greenhouses, maybe later in the summer or in the spring when you're going to be potting and so on. That's going to be absolutely ideal. But you know what? It's so well built. You've got a little swivel joint there, so you've got an awkward angle. Yeah, if you're reaching across for your shower screen, maybe that's an awkward angle. Maybe that little knuckle's going to help you there. But you know what? You can use whatever window cleaning solution you want. What I do is just tap water, a few drops of washing up liquid. I've got a live demonstration. I've built a window prop. I'm going to show you that shortly during this live show. So stay with us if you can between now and 3 a.m. We've got lots to cover. Cleaning your windows, making your house spotless. We've got storage solutions. We've got what I believe is some of the best pillows money can buy. And we've got the most amazing heated electric throws and blankets. But here's the menu. Here's what's coming up later on this week on Shop on TV. I love the variety here. We've got something for everyone. Now, I don't know about you, but this, especially this time of the year, I've got high aspirations. It's all about keeping fit. I'm 40. I've never managed to do it. But I think I'm going to this time because we've got Keep Fit with Max Health. I love this brand. If you've got stains, if you're worried about getting stains, or if you want to save money on cleaning solutions, Blue Magic is your friend. I love that stuff. That's coming up on Tuesday morning in the early hours. Don't forget, it's every single day after the last programme on ITV1, on STV, on YouTube. We've got our own dedicated Freeview channel too. But on the early hours of Wednesday morning, we've got Jane Plan. Thursday, we've got Workout with Max Health Treadmill. We've got, that's a walking treadmill, by the way, so if you're worried about getting your daily steps in, or maybe you don't want to walk outside now because it's dark and it's cold, you can still get and build up that fitness one step at a time. Vintage Cash Cow is coming up on Friday, also very popular, as is Post Cold for Cash, coming up on the early hours of Saturday morning. So we've got something for everyone. And we have brand new customers every single day. We have returning customers every single day here on Shop on TV. But thanks wherever you're watching from. It's great to have your company. Right, should we get into these? This is one of our biggest selling pillows. You love this. Now, Mirelle is a brand we're also proud to showcase. I'm going to get straight to the point with this, because I know lots of you want to check out your baskets. You've noticed that word there, suspension. What does that mean when it comes to pillows? Well, do you have old pillows at home? Maybe it's going to be something like this. Now, this is a really bad one. OK, let's be honest. It's a really bad one. But mine isn't not much better. It just droops down. I mean, that's not going to give you much support, is it? Maybe it's the sort of pillow you've bought in the supermarkets where it's like 2 for 10, 4 for £20. You know, those kind of pillows. You know what? The amount of times I've had sleepless nights with stuff like this. You wake up, you're trying to plump it, you're disturbing the other half, you're getting restless, you're looking at the time, oh no, it's 3, 4 a.m, I'm going to be tired tomorrow. It's torturous. I hate those moments when I can't sleep. Or maybe, I don't know, you're changing position, then you fold your pillow, you're trying to find that comfortable position. You're trying to find that support that feels right for you and your neck. Well, forget these things. Do you know what? Millions of pillows end up in landfill every single year, I'm told. And honestly, and some of them are absolute rubbish. This is completely different, OK? Now, it looks ordinary. It looks lovely and plump. I'll get to that in a second. But why does this feel so good? How is this better? Well, in my opinion, it is better. And it's because of these straps here. Right. These are the ties. These are the suspension ties. Now, you don't see yours. Yours are integrated in your actual pillow, but we just put them on the top just for TV demonstration purposes. It just shows you inside. Now, these straps are slightly narrower than the width of the pillow. So when you lift your head, when you naturally move position in the middle of the night, it springs back, it pulls itself back to its original shape. So, in other words, it is a self-plumping pillow. And my word, my friends at home, if you're watching this and you're tempted by it, we get so much good feedback for this. We get so many good reviews. We get so many 5-star reviews. You absolutely love this. Now, there's much more to talk about, but just briefly, if you're tempted by how this is going to help you sleep, and it could well give you some of the best night's sleep, so it might do, who knows? It's worth a go, isn't it, right? £39.99 is the price for a twin pack, but not now. For this show, you're going to get money off. It's discounted. That's why I've actually got the clock. When that reaches 0, the price is going to go back up. OK, so would you like 2 medium soft or 2 medium firm? It's one item number. Then it's a drop-down menu. Just choose whichever one you want. Medium soft, we recommend for those who normally sleep with one pillow. If you're the individual who likes to have 2 pillows, we recommend medium firm. It's an extra 20% filling. It's just, they're the same price, okay? You haven't got to pay more for the firmer one. It's like I said, it's a drop-down menu. You just choose whichever one you like, add it to your basket, and check out. Please don't forget, I don't want to harp on, but don't forget, if you add it to your basket, it's not reserved, it's not yours. Somebody else could grab yours, because when we're this busy, that could happen. Add it to your basket and check out as soon as you can. You're going to have these in a few days and people absolutely swear by them. I know people who use them, and just myself, I've lied on this earlier on today. It feels like my head's just cradled and supported. In fact, you know what? I can illustrate what that feels like. Do you know what? It's not an everyday situation you're going to find yourself in, because maybe you don't have a bowling ball at home, but this is going to represent your head on the pillow. I think it's such a good demonstration. This could be what you've got at home. If you've got a bowling ball there, firstly, that's not giving you the support that you need. Whether you're sleeping on your back, your side, your front, whatever, as you move around, that flattens. You're not getting the support, which is why you plump it in the middle of the night, which is why you try and fold it. It's hard to find that position because this just gives you, quite frankly, unnatural angles, which is why you could well be sleeping or waking up maybe with a bit of a funny neck. It just feels just right. You don't. Sometimes you don't wake up feeling refreshed, do you? It could be a pillow. It could well be. Right. If you're sick and tired of pillows that just flatten, and it's a load of rubbish, quite frankly, buy one of these suspension pillows instead. Because, have a look at this. I'm going to drop it now. You ready? Not on my knee. I'm going to put it on the actual pillow. You ready for this? Right. That, my friends, is what I call support. Let me do that again. By the way, watch. It pulls itself back. It's your self-plumping pillow. People love them, absolutely love them. Now, just have a look. That is supporting and cradling your head. It's also going to support the nape of your neck, which is, in my opinion, equally as important. So whether you're sleeping on your back, whether you're moving in the middle of the night, it's going to give you that support. Now, our Shirley here, good friends of mine, I know they love Mirelle Pillows. Have a look at the picture on the left first of all, if you can. This is the ordinary pillow. And I know Hayley really struggled with this, and she said I think she said she didn't even find it as easy to breathe on this. I think it was that. But you just don't feel aligned sometimes. It doesn't feel natural. It feels unnatural with a poor quality pillow. But have a look at the Mirelle Luxury Suspension Pillow. I mean, you can see Hayley just looks so much more comfortable, looks more rested. It's as if someone's cradling your head. You just have that support. We're going to show you a clip of that later on, actually, because it's a really good video. But back to this bowling ball. Just watch. If this is your head moving from the other side, watch, it plumps back. So your head is now still supported. Maybe you're returning to your back. Your head is supported, because where your head is not touching the pillow, that part of the pillow pulls back into its original shape. So whether you go onto the side, look at that, it comes back. This is why people absolutely love them. They absolutely swear by them. 3 payments of £13.31. It's that 1 payment a day, and that's it. Your P&P, your postage is also included and divided across the 3 payments. You might be going for a twin pack for you. You might buy another twin pack for the other half. You might kick your whole house out. Maybe it's for a single bed, maybe your son and daughter lives with you, maybe it's your mother, the in-laws, maybe they're living with you, maybe in your house or an annex, or maybe for your guest bedroom. This is absolutely going to be for you. OK, 385-857 is the item number. How do these item numbers work? Well, it's 2 ways. You can just type in the item number right here on shopontv.co.uk in that search bar. Or just take you directly to the product, the deal, or you can click that button there, live on air. If you scroll down, you'll see all of these amazing deals I'm talking to you about. And that deal with the pillows is for this show. The price goes up shortly after 3 a.m. So this is what we mean. Drop-down menu. Would you like medium firm or medium soft? If you're used to using 2 pillows, maybe go for medium firm. If you like 1 pillow normally, perhaps go for the medium soft. But that price, like I said, is only to the end of this show. By the way, it feels so comfortable to sleep on. It's 100% cotton on the outside too. I didn't mention that. OK, well, at the moment, they are in stock. When this stock runs out, I generally don't know when they're going to be back. I'm sure there will be. I won't lie to you at some point, but I don't know what price. Whilst it's here, go for it. Now, There is a story how this came about. Now, bear with me. It's actually the easiest story to tell, and you're about to understand why. But it ends okay. It ends okay. The gent who designed this is a chap called Alex, and it's a few years ago now. He was a cabinet maker, so he's got one of those wonderful minds where he sees something, you know, that logical mind where, that curious mind where you just want to work out how something works, how things slot in and out together. Well, bear with me. His daughter, and it is awful this, it ends okay, so bear with, had quite a terrible car accident. She actually got hit by a car. And she was actually airlifted but through air ambulance to a hospital, and she even went into a coma. It was that bad, and it's awful this. It's a phone call that obviously no parent should and would ever want to receive. Eventually, when she came out of the coma, this lady, she got back home, lived with her dad, where he was looking after her, and she was unfortunately bedridden for about 12 months, for the best part of a year, I'm told. Now, during that time, obviously, recovery is so important. We all know, and you can do research online to know how important sleep is for you for repair, restore, especially after something as horrific as that. But this lady, she couldn't get comfortable. She kept waking up in the night, she couldn't get comfortable. And her dad, Alex, bless him, was going to department stores, buying so many different pillows, trying out different brands. He just couldn't find one that gave her the support that she needed. And, you know, maybe it's an expensive one. It goes a little bit more expensive brand. That didn't make a difference. And he was getting so frustrated, as you would as a father. And he was pulling the pillow apart, and he just noticed it was different filling. There's nothing else actually in the pillow. It's just filling. It could be synthetic fibre. It could have been feather and down. You know, all sorts can make up these fillings these days. So he had enough, quite frankly, and he said there must be something he can do. So him, with his creative mind, being a cabinet maker, he designed this. And I believe parts of this are patented too. He developed the suspension pillow. Now, this is the big thing here. He had the idea, what if I had these ties, these straps inside the pillow that could give my daughter the support that she needs to always feel rested and comfortable throughout the night during that crucial recovery period. He did, and oh my word, his daughter absolutely loved it. It was an absolute game changer. And his daughter's fine now, by the way. It's quite some years ago, I believe. Since then, she's had a child, she's a mother. And Alex, the inventor who made this, is a grandfather, obviously, therefore, now too. So all has ended okay, all has ended well. But what a story, how this came about. But these crisscrosses, by the way, they're not on the top of your pillow. Alex designed them to be in the middle of the pillow, so you can't see them. This is just for TV demonstrations, because I want you to see what's inside. This is what you get home. This is one of your Mirelle suspension pillows. So maybe you are recovering. I can always check with your doctor. I can't make any claims. That's not my position here. But I know people love these, and we get good feedback, we get good results. So it's might worth a try, because this truly might help you. So if you are looking for this, if you're inspired by that story, if you want to know how this helps you sleep, or your other half, then I would absolutely go for it. Now, do you know what? There are various different factors, aren't there, that can determine that night's sleep. Now, bear with me. Maybe we've reached the busiest part of the show. I'm not going to act surprised. We've been on ITV for 10 minutes. I'm not even surprised, OK, because I've done the show before. I know how these absolutely fly. Now, there are various different factors, isn't there, that can determine a good night's sleep. Maybe you're upset about something at the moment. I'm so sorry. Maybe you're in a busy time. Sometimes you just can't switch off, can't you? And I'm sorry if you're going through that. It's torturous, isn't it? Especially when you're clock watching and you're just watching the hours go by. We can't help with that. We can't help with that. Always consult doctors if you're ever unsure. That's not what we're here for. But there is a factor that we can help with. And it's a very important factor that can help determine a good night's sleep. And that is comfort. When was the last time you changed your pillow? Are you just making do with a pillow that you're just wrestling with in the middle of the night? You're pushing and pulling it. You're plumping it yourself. And that, even just the action alone can wake you up. You try this side, and then you get a bit uncomfortable. Then you turn over to the other side. You're moving your pillow with you. You're folding it. You're trying to find a cool spot, hot spot. They're no good. And we know sleep is just so important, don't we, for a number of reasons, and we all know that. I don't want to teach anyone how to suck eggs, but if you just Google why is sleep important, there are some obvious points, and there's some actually points I didn't actually realise. I'm not scaremongering. I just actually looked earlier a few days ago, and I was quite surprised. But if you've got an old pillow that's stopping you from getting that good night's sleep, or maybe it's that pillow that's stopping you from entering that good quality, deep, restorative sleep, then it's worth every single penny. What if this pillow was the best thing that you bought for you and your other half? And I was also thinking the other day, because I knew I was doing the show, you know what, okay, what kind of things have we got coming up in our lives that we don't want to be tired for? Maybe it's that important job interview, because if I know I've got to be up early, or like an early shift, or even an early flight, or you're starting a new job, that's when I won't get a good night's sleep. Now, I'm not promising this is going to just transform it, but if you're more comfortable, I'm going to sit and confidently say it's likely to help. It's bound to help. It could well do. But then I was actually thinking, well, we don't want to be tired for any day ever. Even if it's just a day, you're having a sofa day in your pyjamas. Even if you just want to have a relaxed day, you just want to catch up on some films and just get cosy warm. If it's snowing outside, raining outside, or that lazy Sunday, or maybe it's that time with your children. These are all important times. Nobody ever wants to be tired. So this is so important. We spend, about a third of our lives in bed asleep, don't they? Let's really help you get you that good sleep, which you all deserve. Now, I'm a big fan of this. We get so much feedback. We really do. Here's Ken and Jodie, by the way. This is a customer who bought them from us. They said, I mean, look at that headline there. Read that. Best night's sleep. I bought the Mirelle Pillow because me and my wife were suffering neck pain. We bought every pillow money could buy, and they didn't work, but the Mirelle Pillow didn't disappoint. We had the best night's sleep we have had in years, and we now sleep like babies. Would definitely recommend the Mirelle Pillow to anyone. Well, Ken and Jodie, if you're watching, thanks so much. That's their experience. You know, if someone complains, they quit. I rarely do, because I can't be bothered. But you know what? When people write complaints, they fire off messages. I'm talking generally here. But when people, generally speaking, have such good experience, for them to take the time to sit down and write something so positive, they want people to experience what they've experienced. That says so much, doesn't it? It says so much. Generally, we're quick to complain, aren't we? But we're not always that quick to compliment. I'm not being negative here. But you know what? When people do, it's worth its weight in gold. When people do, it just says so much. The feedback we get from the Mirelle Pillows is positive, positive, positive. We get so much good reviews. We get so much good feedback. People absolutely love these. I truly believe this is one of the best pillows that money can buy, and one of the only pillows that money can buy. Look at that. Even on a heavy bowling ball, it's going to cradle your head. It's going to cradle the nape of your neck, which is also as important. You know what? If you move during the night, other pillows just flatten. They go squidgy and you plump in the middle of the night. This, where your head is not touching the pillow, that part of the pillow just pulls itself back into position. If you move back to sleep on your back, great. If you move back to the other side, look what happens. That plumps itself back up. I'm really impressed. Guys, it's £13.31 today. That's your first payment of 3 for choosing PayPal. This is not slowing down. If you're watching us on ITV1, have you watching Top Gear? Oh, what a film! Oh, sorry, Top Gun, that's what I meant. So I meant Top Gun. I saw the sequel for the first time the other day. I absolutely loved it. Well, it was the second time. It's a fantastic film. But you know what, the first one, what an actually classic. Eh? Maybe you're about to go to sleep, maybe you've just woken up. Before you go to sleep, or before you go, check out your basket, because that price goes up after this show. You're saving money. It's $34.99 for a twin pack. Now, I'm a big fan of this. Like I said, we get so much feedback. Now, if you're watching our channel previously, Shaylee is often here on Shop on TV. They're good friends of mine, and they love these pillows. Let's see what they had to say when they tried these.
So the medium soft is, the only difference is it's got 20% less filling than the medium firm, or the medium firm's got 20% more filling than the medium soft. So if you like a softer pillow and like to snuggle into a pillow, go for the medium soft. You know if you like a softer pillow. But if you're like me and you like a firmer pillow, you'd normally have 2 pillows. You like a pillow that really sits you up so you can read in bed and things, go for the medium firm. That's the only difference, and don't make it more complicated than it is.
Well, lots of people go for a pair of both. Reason being, when you sat up in bed, you've got the firm one, so you can maybe read if you're on your social media, on your tablet in bed, and you want that support. Maybe you want that support when you sat on the sofa. And then the medium soft for you to snuggle into. By the way, they all look brilliant on the bed because they're so full and they fit beautifully into all your standard pillowcases.
So many pillowcases you can put onto a pillow, can't you? And they've all got floppy sides because the pillow doesn't fill the pillowcase. This will fill the pillowcase, and just hearing our director's had his for about a year and still exactly as you see it. I don't know how long we've had ours. Oh gosh, years. Yeah. And you know, out of all the products we sell on Shopping TV, I would say out of the people we personally know, one of the most bought and used things from presenters and crew is the GX pillow, the Mirelle Pillow.
Yeah, and what I'm showing you here is the difference between a standard value pillow. Look at that.
I mean, it looks very sad. That's a very sad face.
Sad face,
very sad pillow. Yeah. That's that pillow that's not going to make you wake up feeling fresh and happy. You're going to wake up feeling sad and cloudy. It's going to be a rainy day, isn't it, that day? Whereas this is a sunny day pillow. Yeah,
and that's the difference with Mirelle, because you've got that, it's sumptuously filled, but you've got that support system where it doesn't go droopy at the ends, it doesn't flop down, you don't need to fold it over. In fact, we could show everybody at home the difference.
And then you can see the difference between the medium soft and the medium firm.
Yes, yeah. So, first of all, Hayley, I'm going to get you to lay down on the end of the bed on this pillow that I was showing you, this regular pillow. Again, it's just like a supermarket pillow.
Oh, that is. There's nothing there at all.
You're more or less flat to the
bed. Which always makes me feel a bit sick. I hate being completely flat, but I could not sleep like that. I would be bending that over. I'd be putting my arm underneath. I'd be trying to get another pillow because that is not going to give me a good night's. That's horrible.
Now, I want to show you a real difference to the medium soft pillow from the range. So this is the Mirelle medium soft. Straight away, as Hayley lays back, watch the difference that you see here. Because not only is her head beautifully supported, also fits into the nape of her neck. So you've got that gorgeous comfort that you can see there. Remember, the price on the screen is for 2 pillows, not for 1. And you'll get 2 of the same, either medium soft or medium firm. The only difference being the medium firm has 20% more filling. Hayley's getting nice and comfy there. It doesn't matter whether you're a front sleeper, a side sleeper, a back sleeper. It's completely up to you because it cradles, it works with your body. And when you lift up from the pillow, Hayley, lift up.
Okay.
You'll see the pillow comes straight back to its original size.
Honestly, the difference is incredible.
And speaking of difference, we're just going to swap the medium soft pillow for a medium firm.
So this is my pillow. This is the pillow I sleep on. I prefer a firmer pillow. And that's so you can see it's just a little bit sort of higher, isn't it?
So 20% more filling. That's the only difference. The technology's exactly the same. The cover's the same. It's got that crisscross design in the middle of the pillow. But that's what it's all about.
I've never had one pillow that just instantly has given me comfort. I've always, all my life, until I had the GX Mirelle pillow, always had 2 pillows. Whereas this one pillow is just absolutely perfect.
And you can see it doesn't matter how Hayley lays on the bed, whether it's on her back, on her side, on her front, you can see, look at the end of the pillow, it doesn't go flat. And as soon as you lift up from the pillow once again, it reforms, it goes back to its original shape. So you'll never, how much time do you spend plumping your pillow?
Forever,
get out of bed, I've got to make the pillows look nice and plump. The great thing here, they just bounce back, and we can show you that again, this bowling ball, on it, you haven't felt the weight of this, feel the weight of this. It's one of the heaviest bowling balls.
Oh my word! Yeah. That'd break your fingers if it had holes in it.
It's proper heavy. It's proper heavy.
It has got fingers in it. Don't try and bowl it.
No.
That's so
heavy.
But if I
pop it there, can you see again when we talked about the contouring, about the pillow not going flat? Normally we say this is the weight of the average human head. I'd say this is a bit heavier.
It's probably my head because I've got quite a big head.
You have got quite a big head.
My head. I've got a really big head, so it's probably the same as my head.
But what you see with this, and it's good that it's heavier actually, because when I take this off,
look at that.
Look at that bounce.
And that really proves the point. If you put that on the bad pillow.
Oh, should we? Should we do that?
Can you imagine?
Are you ready? Oh. And if I put that...
By the edge,
there's
going to be no support for your neck, your head.
No. And you literally can feel the bed on a pillow like this.
Oh, you can.
You may as well not have a pillow.
Made me feel quite sick because I felt like I was completely flat. That didn't puff itself back up, did it?
No.
Not that it was ever puffed up, I don't think. Look at that.
And again, it doesn't matter where I put the ball.
Or whether you sleep on your front or your side or your back. Great as well for travelling, perhaps for the kids in the car when you're going on holiday and you want them to get snoozing in the back of the car, giving them that comfort because, again, it doesn't flatten down. How often do you put a pillow in the car to lean against the window? But then it's like you were leaning against the window anyhow, whereas that will be like you'll be on a pillow. Not when you're driving, our director.
No.
No, when you're in the back as a passenger, the children in the back. And honestly, this pillow can make that difference to... obviously that journey, but to every single night that you go to bed. Because when you're sleeping on the right thing, it can help you get that better night's sleep. And a good night's sleep is just so, so important.
And Joe, I can show you what's inside there. The suspension pillow. These are the ties that spring and pull the pillow back into its original shape. You don't see them. This is for TV demonstrations. These are the ties that's inside the middle of your pillow. Sorry, I've just been told how many people are buying this. Wow. Wow, good on you. Good on you. You're saving money. It's a discount at the moment. Would you like medium firm or medium soft? You get two for £34.99. If you're used to using one pillow, go for the medium soft. If you like a bit more comfort, if you like a bit more height, if you normally choose two pillows, then go for medium firm, OK? So would you want two medium soft or two medium firm? There's your item number. Type that into the website or click live deals, scroll down, you'll see it there. But yeah, just select whichever one you would like. Those pillows, honestly, are some of the best pillows money can buy. They truly are. People love them. And we get so much good feedback. We'll try and read you some more testimonials during the show. We're only on TV, only on the show for about another hour and 5 minutes. Shortly after the show, the prices will expire and be going back up. So do check out your basket. If you add it into your basket, please don't relax thinking, oh, good, I've got mine sorted, reserved. It doesn't work like that here because we're on ITV1. We get through a lot of stock very, very quickly. So we're on there for a few hours, and my word, it just flies. So if you're tempted, save the money, and this could give you that night's sleep that you've been longing for, maybe for years and years and years. Right, OK, now, let's be honest with ourselves. It's freezing outside, isn't it? It is freezing. By the way, shout out to Sapphire, who's watching on ITV and TikTok. We're on TikTok too. You're sat watching us on ITV, TikTok Live tonight with my boyfriend, Harry. Very entertaining. We love your products. Sapphire, we love your company. Thank you very much indeed. Have a lovely rest of your evening or your morning. But any questions, email us in studio@shopontv.co.uk. I'll do my best to answer. Or just say hello, give you a shout out. OK, it is freezing cold out there. We're in Manchester and we looked, I think Tuesday is -6, isn't it? -6. The snow, I think, in parts of the country. Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah. It's going to... I hate to be Mr. Doom and Gloom, but have a look on the weather. Most reports say it's going to get a little bit worse. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but let's prepare for it now. Now, I worry about putting the heat on in my house because quite often I'm just sat in the living room, maybe with my girlfriend, and maybe she's upstairs. We're heating the whole house. Most of the house is just wasted heat. And I got a smart meter. I'm watching that thing like a hawk, honestly. It's the worst thing I bought. No, it's the best thing I bought. I actually recommended it, joking aside. But I have to stop myself looking at it. When you put the kettle on, shoots up. When the heating goes on, shoots up. And honestly, it can mount up day, then 2 days, then by the time it comes to the week, then when you get the bill at the end of the month, honestly, it's frightening, isn't it? But look, we all know the cost of living situation at the moment. We all know that. I'm not going to go into that too much, but it is quite worrying and it is expensive. The point I'm making is, If we can get little things that can keep us cosy and toasty warm and not waste energy heating the house where we're not even spending time in, it's really, really worth thinking about. Now, this is the Carbon Fleece Luxury Heated Throw, and it's a lovely heated blanket. It's an electric blanket that's got various different settings. This has been very, very popular. We have to have it on tonight. Firstly, because it's freezing. If you order it now today, we're live here on ITV1. It's approaching 2 a.m. But you can have this in a few days. Around Wednesday, Friday, approximately. This time next week, by next weekend at the latest, okay? Right, 3 payments of £16.65. You can spread the cost interest-free. But why do I like this? Well, do you know what? It's so lovely and soft. It's a luxurious fleece material, like stroking a cat. Honestly, it is so super soft. It really is. I wish you could feel what I'm feeling here. They're soft, and then there's just luxury that you just want to snuggle up into. It's amazing, isn't it? Warmth and comfort like this can bring so much benefit, so much positivity. But you plug it into your wall, you've got a little remote attached to it. Let me show you how this works. So simple on and off switch. You may not want it hot all the time. You know, this could be a blanket all year round if you want it to be. But now it's freezing. If I hold this up for you, if I just turn it on, you'll see you've got a little screen there. Now, you've got 9 different heat settings. So you can select the heat that you are comfortable with. Maybe it's freezing cold, you want to rack it straight up to 9. It's 85 watts, so it gets the temperature very, very quickly indeed. So maybe you're taking your coat off, or maybe it's got out of bed. Oh, God, I want to get back in, or have this instead. Knock it down if you want. Maybe you got one for your other half sat next to you. Maybe he or she wants 5. Maybe you want 7. You're going to work out the comfortable temperature that suits you and suits the weather. Right, now, you've also got a timer here. You can have a 9 hours. You can have one 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you might just want it for 1 just to keep you going. Maybe when you're having a coffee in the morning. Maybe you're going to watch that film. You want it on for 2 hours. Maybe you're binge watching a series. Maybe on 3, 4. Who knows? Or maybe you're going to have a nap surrounded it. But you can put it on your sofa and sit or lie on it, or you can just have it draped over you. So this is something that you might want to get for yourself, for your mother-in-law, or maybe your parents are elderly. Are you worried about their heating bills? Is their house always really, really hot? If it is, on the heat, the energy, it can be frightening, can't it? This could be a great alternative, or this could help. You're bound to have the heating on as well, I'm not going to lie to you, but this could well save you the heating bills. You may not have it on as high or as much. 1 payment of £44.99, or you spread that cost interest-free on PayPal. 3 payments of £16.65. It's so soft, it's so luxurious, but how do you get yours? Well, go to shopontv.co.uk, or you can call us. It's 03333 241 241. Normally, it's the Carmen blanket, and by the way, you get a 3-year guarantee. You must register online. A 3-year guarantee with this. It's knocked down from £69.99 to £44.99. We've got various different colour options available. I've got the grey. The pink one sold out. You need to be quick if you want one of the other colours. Please don't spend the usual price. It's freezing at the moment. It's so cold. If you order it today, this morning, in the early hours of this Sunday, then you're going to have this in a few days' time. By next weekend, I would say, at the latest. OK, these are the approximate timings. OK, shop online on the website. Like I said, it's the quickest way to order. But this is so, so soft. It's beautiful. Now, you might be thinking, Charlie, do I have to put a duvet cover on this to protect it? No, well, you can, I wouldn't. But what you can do, you can take it off the remote, just like so, you unclip it, and then that's free away from the actual plug. You can then put this into the washing machine. You can machine wash this as many times as you want. Whatever, 30, 40, it makes no difference. Put your detergent in there. It's like having a brand new blanket each and every time. But guys, it's so soft. Excuse me. It's super, super soft. So it's going to give you direct heat to the body, saves on energy bills. So please don't sit in your living room with the heating on. There's no point heating up your bedroom, your guest room, your kitchen when you're not even in there. We're all trying to save money at the moment, aren't we? Especially on energy bills. I think it's frightening how they have come up. But this is also luxury soft. It's a lovely fleece material. You've got 9 heat settings. So you might have a really cold evening, you might want to ramp it up, you might want to cool it down, whichever works for you. But yeah, simply unplug the cord and place it in the washing machine. How about that? But do you know what? It looks lovely too. It's available in multiple colours. I quite like the blue, but it's a drop-down menu. So go to the website. In fact, Joel will show you that. So this is the website, shopontv.co.uk. I know I keep saying it, but lots of people flick on and on each time. I want people to get yours, get theirs, and save the money. Best part of £70, this is normally, but now it's $44.99. So it's a drop-down menu. You can type in the item number or click live. Then you can see all these offers here that we've got for you live. The pink, yeah, that's sold out, but the blue's in at the moment. The green, the grey's hanging in there. The rabbit is quite a fun design, actually. It's lovely. But you know what? I do like that blue. I do love the blue one, actually. But do you know what? You can see the different colours here. I'd add it to your basket. They're all busy. They're all busy. Add it to your basket and check out. This could be the ultimate gift for someone. Or are you worried? Is your mother-in-law, is your father-in-law, are they feeling the cold? Are they? Do you know what? If you're cold, you can't enjoy anything. I can't. If you're watching a film or watching TV, I can't relax there. I just can't relax. Or maybe, you know, when you go into bed, it's freezing there, even if you've got the heating on. When you go into those ice cold sheets, or you could go upstairs, put this in your bed and heat up your bed. So easily. It's quite a long cord, actually, I've got to say. Right, 3 payments of £16.65. If you're looking for a heated blanket, go for a Carmen one with luxurious fleece. It's got 9 temperature settings and a 3-year manufacturer's warranty. And you're saving good money. Don't spend £69.99, it's £44.99. That is a bargain. I love the blue, it's beautiful. Even when you're not using it, I think it's nice and decorative. You might use it as a throw for your bed, yeah? OK, dial the number on your screen, but there's something else we need to talk to you about. The hot water bottle is also from Carmen, the same people who make the blanket. This isn't just any water bottle. It's a fully rechargeable hot water bottle. It's amazing, this, right? Now, it comes pre-filled and it's sealed. So you don't need to add any water. No more boiling the kettle, saving money there. When I look at my smart meter and the kettle goes on, straight up. So no more boiling water to put into your hot water bottle. It arrives like this and that's it. Now, you charge it for about 15 minutes, and after a full charge, this can give you warmth, consistent heat, for up to 5 hours. Now, yes, you're going to have this in your bedroom, you're bound to. You're bound to have this when you're snuggling up on the sofa. Maybe it's when you're sitting down in your chair reading a book. Maybe it's going to be when you're, unfortunately, maybe in hospital at the moment. Maybe it's for waiting rooms. Maybe it's for that commute on the train. Maybe it is to go to, I know, the theatre. Or maybe it's going to, yeah, the football. Maybe go to the rugby. Do you know, maybe you go to the cinema. Do you know, sometimes the cinema, it can be quite chilly in there, can't it? Do I take a blanket? I don't know. You put this in your bag and it's there when you need it. But you know what? My hands, this time of the year, I can see when winter's coming on my hands. They get so red. I've always had that problem. But do you know what? You can actually put your hands in here. It just gives you that little bit of relief. It's lovely. And I'll do it with the other one there. It is... Oh, it's so comfortable, it really is. It's just so cosy, warm inside. And you've got this lovely fleece-like material. It is so soft. I wish you could experience this at home. But once again, you can plug this in. This is your charger. It clips on. Charge it for up to around 50 minutes for a full charge. Well, not 15 minutes, and that should give you enough charge to last up to 5 hours. Again, there's no more filling it up. You don't put water anywhere near this. It's pre-filled and it's sealed, so you don't ever worry about that. OK, normally £29.99. It's lowered to £21.99. You're saving money here too. So 614-905. Oh, that's a blanket. Sorry, that's a blanket. That's flying. That's flying, OK? The hot water bottle, the rechargeable hot water bottle, you can have it in animal print or you can have it in like the rabbit print. So there's 2 options for you here. But you also get, like I said, a 3-year manufacturer's warranty. So you've got peace of mind with that too. Now, thanks for bearing with us. We've got lots more to go through. The phone lines have been crazy, crazy busy. There may be queues on the phones, but stay there. It's not too long. We should get to you in a few minutes' time. And it's mainly for these pillows. My word, these are busy. History repeats itself. Do you know, these are not hanging around. Now, we're only live for about another 55 minutes. So any questions, email us in. I'll do my best to answer for you. But thanks so much to everyone who are buying this now. Lots of you are brand new customers. You're going to have this in a few days. You're going to love it. Lots of you are returning customers. Welcome back. Thanks for your support. For all of you, if it's your first time, you'll be watching us every single night. Because we're here every single night. After the last programme, on ITV1, you'll find us here, Shop on TV. Our other amazing presenters, we've got a great team here, lots of guest experts. We've got so much variety. We've got fitness coming up this week. We've got vintage cash cow. We've got post gold for cash coming up later in the week, next weekend too. We've got plenty coming up. But why are these pillows so incredibly busy? Well, this could be the only pillow you'll need to buy. Now, let's talk about problems, first of all, that you might be facing at home, because I'm going to get into these. If you're wondering what suspension means, bear with me. Stay exactly where you are if you can, because you could well be purchasing tonight one of our biggest selling pillows, probably these. Again, it's certainly one of them. Right, maybe you got a pillow, something like this. Now, this is a very bad one, I'll be honest with you there. But is yours lumpy? Does your pillow flatten down? Because quite often they do. They don't last very long, some pillows. This could be the sort of thing you buy in a supermarket, you know, or you buy it off the shelf, you stick it in your trolley, 2 for £10, you know, that kind of thing. Or in those department stores, that they do really vary, don't they? Or maybe you're waking up in the night, so maybe you're having that restless night's sleep. It could be because of your pillow. And do you know what I do? Sometimes I sleep on my back, sometimes on my front. People say that's weird, but I don't think it's weird. But sometimes people sleep on the side. Doesn't matter what side sleeper you are, it can be very uncomfortable. Maybe you're turning in the middle of the night and you're folding your pillow in half. Maybe you're trying to scrunch up. You know, you wake up and the pillow's an absolute mess, and it's just this flat, horrible thing. That is not going to support your head or your neck, is it? It's not going to give you the support, regardless of your sleeping position. Right, let's show you now the suspension pillow. This is the one you need. Why? Because inside you have ties that keep it pulled together. It's a self-plumping pillow. Let me show you and illustrate that, because we've got a pillow here. Yours doesn't look like this. We've got straps. These are what's in the inside, but just for demonstration purposes, we've got these on the out. These are the ties that give you that suspension. So when you lift up your head, the pillow plumps itself back. It pulls back into its original shape. So not only is it comfortable throughout the night, it looks great too. You know, when you walk into a hotel, your room's been freshly made, you know, the housekeeping's been in, it looks fantastic. Your pillows always look, in my opinion, they always look brand new. They really do, but they feel brand new too. Now, obviously, that's my thoughts on this, but I've seen lots of pillows, I've used lots. This is the one. This is the absolute one. Okay, now let's show you the options here, because we've got 2 medium firm, or do you want 2 medium soft? So you're going to get 2, a twin pack, for £34.99. So it's 385,857. Do you want medium firm or medium soft? If you're used to sleeping with one pillow, maybe go for medium soft. If you're someone who likes sleeping with 2 pillows, maybe go for medium firm. But you might buy a pair of medium soft, you might buy a pair of medium firm. But do you know what? Should we show you the technology in this? Because do you know what? £34.99 for something so clever is worth every single penny. So these are the straps, and I believe parts of these are patented too. So when you're sleeping, your head needs to be hugged, it needs to be cradled, and the nape of your neck needs to have a contour fit. And this is what it's all about. It's about, regardless of how you sleep, it's about giving you that contoured fit. Your head needs to be supported and cradled, and that's what these straps give you. I haven't seen any other pillows like this. You may have heard of GX. The same people make these. It's the same guys. I'm going to tell you how they design this in a few minutes' time, actually. But if you struggle with that night's sleep, or maybe you don't fall into that deep sleep, maybe you wake up, you don't feel rested, you feel a bit groggy. You know what? When I wake up, I haven't slept well, I can feel it. You know, my mood changes. I feel a bit tired. I feel a bit sluggish. And nobody wants to be tired, regardless of what you're doing that day. There's nothing worse than tossing and turning in the middle of the night and you're pumping your pillow. There's nothing worse than that, is there? I don't think so. But that's where this comes in. This is not just any pillow. This is a suspension pillow. Right, now, we've got an extreme demonstration here. Maybe this is your pillow. Any ordinary pillow, they go flat over time, they go lumpy, and that could be what's stopping you from getting that good night's sleep. It might be. And if it is, it's worth every single penny. If you're curious how that helps you sleep, it's worth every single penny. Right, which would you rather? This is the old rubbish pillow. Right, that is not going to give you support, is it? Look, it's flat down there. As you move in the middle of the night, look, your head just goes back. It's not supported. This could be what's waking you up here. It's flat there. If you roll it to the other side, it's flat. And that's when you fold it. That's when you plump your pillow in the middle of the night. Your other half's getting frustrated with you. They're stressed now because they're not going to get sleep ready for that big day at work. Arguments could happen in those sort of moments, couldn't they? Now, look, would you rather that or would you rather this? Same bowling ball. This is a heavy one, by the way. Let me move it into the middle of the bed. Right, here we go. This is what you're going to enjoy at home. Look at that support, right? Should we do that again? By the way, when I lift this up, have you got a pillow that stays flat? Most of them do, but not a suspension pillow. It raises up again. It pulls itself back. That is what I call support. Regardless of whether you sleep on the middle of your pillow, maybe you roll over to the side in the middle of the night. Look, it springs back. It's those ties in the middle of the pillow that pulls it back into its original shape. So regardless of how often you move, regardless of if you're a side sleep or whatever position you sleep in, your head is going to give you the support that it needs and, of course, the nape of your neck too. This could be one of the most important things that you purchase. It could be one of the most important things you buy this year. Because what if this gives you, generally, what if this gives you the best night's sleep? It's worth a go. $39.99 is a bargain price, but at the moment it's $34.99. And that, my friends, just springs back. And look, I'm not going to plump it. I'll hold it in the corners, right? That looks fantastic. That is plump. That is why people love these, and the phone lines are going ballistic. If you have got any questions, again, keep them coming through. You know what? If you look at the rubbish one here, look at that. Not these things here. You deserve better than that. This is really, really bad. It's really, really bad. So you can see that. If I do this, right, here we go. Bear with. I'm going to use the palm of my hand on both. Look, you can see there. Palm of my hand there. Palm of my hand on this one. Which one would you rather? Which do you think is going to give you that better restorative night's sleep? Because we know sleep is so important. I'm not going to teach you how to suck heads, I'm sure. Go to the website, or go online, Google why sleep is so important, actually, because there's some obvious reasons there, which we assume, and there's some not so obvious ones. It goes quite detailed, and I don't want to scaremonger, but it's worth having a look online, because if you can get something that helps you get that good night's sleep, it's worth every single penny. And there are, of course, lots of factors that determine a night's sleep. Maybe you're bothered about something, maybe you can't switch off. You know, we can't help with that, and I'm sorry, always go to a doctor if you're worried. We can't help with that. But there is another factor that is a big, important factor that can help determine whether we get that deep restorative sleep that everyone needs. And that is comfort. So if we can together now get a big box ticked that can help get more sleep, whether it's for you, your other half, your son, your daughter, your mother-in-law, your grandparents, then it's worth every single penny. It's absolutely worth £34.99. Normally, it's $39.99, but now it's $34.99. Keep an eye on the clock. We've got less than 45 minutes on, or just over 45 minutes on this live show. At around 3:30 this morning, that price is going to go back up. It's 3 payments of £13.31. Now, if you're watching on the ITV Plus 1, bear in mind the stock updates, or the stock may have gone. So always check stock on the website, shopontv.co.uk. But get this home. Try it, because I think you're going to absolutely love it. Well, you know, some inventions like this, ordinarily, there's a story behind it, OK? Now, when it comes to stories, some aren't easy to tell. This one isn't easy to tell. It ends OK, so bear with me here. But the gentleman who invented this is a guy called Alex, and a very clever guy. he's a cabinet maker. So, you know when you've got those minds where you're just curious how things work, so taking bits apart and just working out the logistics. So very, very clever cabinet maker. And bear with me here. He got a call which no parents ever want to hear. His daughter was involved in a car accident. She was actually hit by a car, and by emergency, she was airlifted to hospital by air ambulance. And I always don't like telling the story, but she was in a coma for quite some time, and it must be absolutely awful. Eventually, she came out of the coma and she was able to go back home, but she was bedridden for about 12 months, I believe, for the best part of a year. During that year, obviously, sleep is so important when you recover. It's important anyway, but when you're going through something like that, sleep is absolutely vital when it comes to recovery. She just couldn't sleep. She couldn't find a comfortable position. And her dad, Alex, bless him, went to so many different shops, various different department stores, trying so many different types of pillow, different fillings, different brands, some more expensive, some a bit lower in price, just to see what worked. Because it's a personal thing, isn't it? But he couldn't find the right one for his daughter. So eventually he thought, right, there's got to be something I can do here because of his creative, incredible mind. He even took out the stuff in the pillows, and to his surprise, there's nothing else in there. It's just filling. It could be synthetic fibre, it could be feather down, all sorts. So he thought, right, I've had enough of this. I'm going to invent. I've got an idea. And he had the idea, the amazing genius idea of having these ties within the pillow, something he never came across. And when he designed these, his daughter tried them, and honestly, she never looked back. They were her pillows that kept her rested, kept her supported during those crucial months of recovery. How amazing is that story? And he didn't know that would actually enter him into the pillow business. And I believe hundreds of thousands of these have been sold in the UK, maybe even worldwide, but I think in the UK since. It's an enormous amount of these have sold. And although it's a hard emotional story, but it ends well. In fact, his daughter, I'm told, had a child, and it was quite some time ago, but since then she's had a child, and he's now a grandfather as well, so it ended okay, but no one should ever have to go through that. But I just think it's an incredible story, because we got these pillows, and it really, really helped her. Now, we're sleeping every single night. We sleep for about a third of our lives. We spend money on clothes. I spend money going out, probably a bit more than I should do. Spending money on something that's so important like sleep, I don't blink an eye at this. I wouldn't blink an eye. If it's affordable, if you can do it, just experience how this helps you sleep, because it could well do. You don't get the ties. This is just for TV. These ties, what allows it to spring back into position is what's inside this pillow here. Now, would you like... it's a twin pack, so you get two for £34.99, normally £39.99. That price is going to shoot up shortly after the show, so get it when you can. Would you like medium soft, or would you like medium firm? If you're used to using one pillow, we recommend maybe medium soft. If you have two pillows, maybe go for medium firm. But whilst it's on offer, go for it. Regardless of which one you choose, it's the same price, and you can spread the cost interest-free using PayPal. That'll be 3 payments of £13.31. So 385-857. Go to the website shopontv.co.uk. You can type in the item number at the top or click live deals. When you scroll down, you'll see all of these offers right here. It's £34.90. I still can't believe I'm saying that. It is fantastic. Guys, buy 2 for yourself, 1 for you, 1 for the other half. Kit out the guest bedroom. It's your son or daughter, your mother-in-law, your neighbour. Who do you know who says they wake up maybe with a bit of a funny neck and they just don't feel like they've had restorative sleep? It's worth trying this, because it could well help. What if it was just the fact that you need to change your pillows? Try it. 385-857. Right, now, we're going to give you a chance to check out your baskets here. Do you know what? This show is all about warmth. We've got heated electric blankets. We've got rechargeable water bottles. We've got these amazing pillows. We're also talking about keeping your house nice and clean. It's this time of the year. Do you know what? Have you got New Year's resolutions? Before I even think about those, I want to get the house ready, because then I feel like I'm ready. I'm ahead, ready for the challenges of 2026. This is absolutely excellent. Now, Look, there are various different parts of the house I think we need to keep clean, obviously kitchens, bathrooms, but when it comes to your windows, I think it can transform the appearance of a household. Because if you've got spick and span walls, if all the rubbish has been taken out, if you've got the floors have been mopped, if you've got dirty windows, it just ruins the whole appearance. Well, now you can have them crystal clear and bone dry. Everything you need is in one hand. I'm going to talk you through it live in a second. That pad on the back then, you peel that off, that's hook and loop. You can chuck it in the washing machine, wash it time and time again. But it's amazing to know that you've got everything you need in one hand to clean your windows inside and outside. You can clean your windows so very quickly indeed. They are excellent. So if I've got any questions on this, I'll do my best to answer. But at the moment, you're saving £10. Ordinarily, this is £39.99. So if you check on the website tomorrow, it could have shot up back to that price. But now it's £29.99. You're saving £10. So 874 714 is the item number. I love this piece of kit. Right, here's mine right here. This is great. Right, now let me just talk you through it first of all. Right, OK. Here, you can use one in each hand if you want, but I like using it all together. Right, this is your built-in container. So you might want to put your favourite window cleaner in there, whichever's your favourite, go for it. What I do, because I'm cheap, I just put tap water in. I'm honest. I just put tap water in and washing up liquid. It works like an absolute dream. But perhaps you like the scent of some window cleaning solutions. That's going to be absolutely fine. That just slots into the main unit and it just clicks and locks into place. Let's spin it round. You've got that pad, which is machine washable. That's just hook and loop. That's going to gently agitate your windows. Good for your shower screens too. We're going to go through all that. But then this is where the magic really happens. This is your built-in window squeegee. Now, this is great water flow technology. You know when you're cleaning your windows, a manual squeegee, it runs all the way down your arm, it can go all over you. No one wants to be soaking wherever, especially when it's freezing cold. You don't want water going over the patio, making it nice and slippy, don't you? You get less drippage with this, oh my word. Right, now, the water goes into the container, and when you want to empty it, you've got a little cap right here. You just empty the water straight down the sink, straight down the toilet, I do, to be honest, and that's it, job done. But let's see this in action. Right, we've got a window here. Shall I go at the back? Here we go. Right, now, all you need to do is in 3 moments, first you spray. Everything I need is in one hand. There's no buckets of water. You haven't got to find the sponge, no getting cold. That looks fantastic. Are you ready for this? So, we spray, we wipe, we flip it again, and then you're going to get that streak-free shine. How impressive. Let me stand behind it. Look at the difference there. It is fantastic. I love this thing. And you can just go around your windows, inside, outside, and you can clean your windows very, very quickly. If you miss a bit, I've got that right there too. So there we go. Let me do that again for you. So you spritz. You give it a little bit of gentle agitation. This isn't abrasive. You haven't got to get cloths out. No buckets of water. Look, I've got nothing else around me. All I need is in my hand right here. And then you just squeegee it down, just like so. There we go. And that goes into the tank. You may get a bit missed, but the majority goes into the tank. A lot of it, put it that way. So if you do miss a bit, like I did right down there, you can just squeegee it onto the side and you can get the last little bit. Because I'm a perfectionist. If there's one more bit, I have to go and get it. But if it's for high up, that's not actually a problem, OK? Have I missed a spot? They're winding me up. How could you, honestly? Right, have you got skylights? Have you got conservatories? We're thinking greenhouses in the summer. You even get this extension tube, right, that just clicks and locks into place. And you can have now your window buddy at various different heights. It's excellent. Maybe you're going to clean your patio doors. It might help when you're going low down, not just higher up. But depending on your height, you can find your comfortable position. I don't like going up ladders, right? Maybe it's going to save you getting the big main ladder out. Maybe your step ladder will do because you've got that extension. But I've got to say, this can go so very high, you can't see it because the cameras can't go up that high, but I'm almost out of the set. It goes that high. So there's your tube. You might find it easier like that, or what you can even do, Yeah, I can actually take it off. There we go. You can change the angle. So you've got a little joint here, like a swivel joint. So if you push that down, there we go. Now, why do you need this? Maybe you've got glass screens for banisters, down your staircase. It looks fantastic. Maybe it's a roof. Maybe you're leaning against something. Or maybe you're trying to get the shower screen. You're on the edge of the bath. You're trying to get the shower screen there. Or maybe it's going to be for your tiles. Perfect for getting excess water off tiles. Maybe you're trying to reach over the bath, over the shower tray, just to get right to the top. If that angle helps, if that's more comfortable, then do it. You can clean at whichever angle you want, and you can also squeegee at that angle too. And yes, you can use that with the extension pole. So that just clicks, locks into place. So if you want it fully extended, you might want it halfway, you can have any position you want. You just twist and lock into place. People love these. We've got through a lot of them. I've done a few live shows with this already. 874-714. By the way, how much do you normally spend on window cleaners? Now, mine used to come round, haven't been round for a while, is about once every couple of months or once a month. I think it's more. I think it's £35. So I pay my window cleaners to do once, and that's only the outside. They don't come in the house. This is only outside of your windows to do it once. It's about £35–40, and that's just once. And I believe prices are going up. I haven't used them for a while. I think they have done. And yes, it did a good job. But you know what? I'd rather spend £29.99 and just get something that I can do it once, quickly and easily. Maybe you don't like carrying buckets of water around, heavy buckets. All you need is in here. You've got your cleaning solution, you've got your cleaning pad, you've got your squeegee. It collects the majority of the water, or a lot of it, put it that way, and then you just pour it down the sink, down the toilet, and you can get it done very quickly and easily. John, this could be you in your own house. I'll check out your baskets. This is very, very busy, and here's why.
You still don't get your windows streak-free while cleaning? Perched on a dangerously wobbly ladder? Filthy water is running down your arms? Well, forget this wet nightmare, because today's window cleaning has a new name. Livington Window Buddy, the Ingenious ultralight 3-in-1 window cleaning system for smear-free, streak-free and crystal clear windows in record time. No matter whether down low, up top, diagonally and even overhead. From now on, Livington Window Buddy cleans every window for you without dripping or spilling. Absolutely effortless and convenient, because Window Buddy does all the work for you. What makes Livington Window Buddy so unique? It combines the integrated cleaning spray bottle, the high-quality cleaning pad, and the brilliant window squeegee in one single tool. And it's easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Conveniently spray the surface with your preferred cleaner. 2. Use the ultra-soft foam cleaning pad to remove all dirt from the window. 3. Now simply use the squeegee with its ingenious silicone blade to draw the cleaning fluid off the window. And now the brilliant flexible water flow technology comes into play. The dirty water flows directly into the integrated collection container and not onto the floor or your clothes. At the end, you simply empty the dirty water tank. That's it. And it gets even better with the telescopic rod that's expandable up to 130 centimeters. You can clean comfortably at any height. With the flexible swivel joint, the scrubber and the squeegee can be adjusted to the most convenient angle, so you can easily reach any hard-to-reach area. Now, everything is child's play with one single device, Livington Window Buddy. The versatility of Livington Window Buddy is simply unbeatable. Clean every window, inside and outside. Crystal clear in record time. Basement windows or even sloping roof windows, no problem. Entire conservatories, down low, up high, slanted and overhead without dripping and splashing. Tiles of all kinds, child's play. All the mirrors in your household, streak-free and clean. Glass tables, glazed banisters, kitchen units and of course shower stalls are also a breeze to clean with Livington Window Buddy. You can even get large solar panels sparkling clean in record time. And the most brilliant thing, the flexible silicone blade ensures that even curved surfaces are streak-free, smear-free and crystal clear without effort, without spills, in one go. Use the Window Buddy how you prefer it, either with the telescopic rod in the desired length or without it, depending on what you want to clean. Forget the many expensive cleaning utensils that make window cleaning a tedious, hours-long task. Now you can use the Livington Window Buddy and do everything with one single device in record time and more conveniently than ever, at a price-performance ratio that is simply unbeatable.
Loving it. Save your money, by the way. It's a 3-in-1. It's the ultimate window cleaning system. You haven't got to recharge anything. It's a manual thing. You can just whiz round, spray, wipe, squeegee off, job done. No heavy buckets of water, especially when you get wet at this time of the year. Because honestly, if it was just any old squeegee, you know, the cheap ones you get like a few pounds, it just goes all the way over, doesn't it? And I don't think you get a very good finish with this. It's worth every single penny. How much you spend on window cleaners? Right. There we go, $29.99. And once you've got it for years to come. It could last you a long, long time. So 874-714. Right then, we're going to go back to these pillows. Don't forget, we've got heated blankets on here. We've got rechargeable hot water bottles. If you're feeling a bit chilly, it is cold, then have a look on the website for those too. But this is all now about the pillows. This is one of the busiest items of the show. We're this busy. We had a big call centre prepped ready to go. There's queues on the phone, OK? But they'll answer as quickly as they can. It's only a minute or two. They should be with you shortly, but hang on in there because you're going to get the Mirelle Twin Pack pillows. Yeah, the Twin Pack at a discounted price. So if you're tempted, go for it. So 3 pence to £13.31. Spread that cost. Interest-free. That includes your postage, by the way. So literally today, all it is £13.31. If you want to pay for it all in once, £34.99. Normally it's £39.99. Right, let's go right from the start here, OK? Now, we've had lots of emails. We're trying to read some out shortly. Jamil's been in touch. He says, hello, love the show from TikTok. Sam is absolutely amazing and we love him. Jamil, I love him too. I've known Sam for a number of years now. We go way back. He's a lovely chap, isn't he? He's entertaining on TikTok. Do you know what? I know lots of you have sent other questions in. We'll try and answer more later, but honestly, we're running out of time. There's stuff I need to tell you. There's lots of pillows out there, some on our website. If you want a pillow that just supports you and cradle you that little bit more, then go for the Mirelle Twin Pack pillows. How does it help give you that support? It's support that we all need. Because, you know, the human head is quite heavy, isn't it? And, do you know, we all sleep slightly differently, or maybe like to sleep on the back or on the side, or, you know, it's quite a personal thing, sleep, isn't it? But people love these pillows. Right, before I show you them, are you wrestling with something like this? Now, this is an extreme example. This is a terrible pillow. When was the last time you changed your pillow? Do you wake up plumping the pillow in the middle of the night? Is your other half getting a little bit frustrated? Or maybe you're punching it on the side, then you're moving it, or you're trying to bunch up, and then you try and fold it, and then you look at the time, another hour's passed. It's awful. I hate those moments. And as we know, sleep is so important for restorative purposes, for repair and all sorts. We all need a good night's sleep. They say, what, about 7 to 8 hours or so, don't they? But honestly, as much as we can get, quite frankly, sometimes it seems to be the case. I feel so much better, I'm sure you do, after a good night's sleep. So if we can help you get that, comfort could be a big factor. Comfort is what we talk about when it comes to Mirelle pillows. That old thing, that's no good. Get rid of those. You know what? Some people, when they have those pillows, they cope with them for years and years and years. Don't wait any longer. If you want to experience how Mirelle Pillows, the suspension pillow, can help you, then absolutely grab it. Well, this is completely different to that old thing I showed you. I haven't seen any other pillows quite like this. GX, yes, you may have seen GX. It's the same people who make Mirelle for us. Right, let's talk to you about this pillow first of all. Right, so this is the Mirelle suspension pillow. But what we've done here, we've got this pillow for demonstration purposes. These are the ties that give you that support. You don't see them, they're actually integrated in the pillow. This is what enables this to become a self-plumping pillow. So it returns to its original shape. So you haven't got to wake up in the middle of the night, you haven't got to plump it manually, you haven't got to get frustrated tossing and turning. This keeps that shape, and regardless of how you sleep, it's going to cradle your head and give you the support that you need. So don't cope with these old things. Don't cope with that. Get a suspension pillow with these straps, which are in the middle. They are fantastic. Do you know what? Let's show you this with a bowling ball demonstration. how much would you love this? Now, this is really heavy. I know the human head's heavy, but it's not this heavy. If it can cradle this, you're going to be sorted. I'm going to drop it on this pillow. Look, it holds it. All the way round it, it is supported. We've been doing this a few times tonight, and it hasn't flattened the pillow, because your old pillows, they go flat, they go droopy, they start losing their shape, they look awful, they feel awful. But when I lift this off, look, remember those straps I showed you? That's what pulls the pillow back into shape. How about that? It pulls it back. Let's do it again for you. That is so comfortable. Whether you sleep on your back, you're always going to have that support, including the nape of your neck. If you're a side sleeper, or maybe lots of people move around in the middle of the night, don't they? Numerous times during the night's sleep. As you move to your side, let's say, that part of the pillow that's not in contact with your head is going to spring back, just gently pull back to its original position. So it's plumped itself. So all around here, you're still getting the support. Even on the edge of the pillow, you might move back, that's going to pull back to its original position. If you move over to this side, that is still going to be lovely and plump. It's going to give you the support that you need for that restorative, quality, good night's sleep. We spend about a third of our lives in bed. If we're buying something this year, a good night's sleep can mean better well-being, all sorts. Obviously, do your own research in that. Google, why is sleep so important? Well, I think it's so important. I think that price is amazing. The price goes up around about £3, or while stocks last. It's a twin pack, 2 for your money, 2 for £34.99. I'm a big, big fan of this. I know our Shaylee absolutely loves the Mirelle Pillows. Let's remind you what they had to say.
So the medium soft is, the only difference is it's got 20% less filling than the medium firm, or the medium firm's got 20% more filling than the medium soft. So if you like a softer pillow and like to snuggle into a pillow, go for the medium soft. You know if you like a softer pillow. But if you're like me and you like a firmer pillow, you'd normally have 2 pillows. You like a pillow that really sits you up so you can read in bed and things, go for the medium firm. That's the only difference, and don't make it more complicated than it is.
Well, lots of people go for a pair of both. Reason being, when you sat up in bed, you've got the firm one, so you can maybe read if you're on your social media, on your tablet in bed, and you want that support. Maybe you want that support when you sat on the sofa. And then the medium soft for you to snuggle into. By the way, they all look brilliant on the bed because they're so full and they fit beautifully into all your standard pillowcases.
So many pillowcases you can put onto a pillow, can't you? They've all got floppy sides because the pillow doesn't fill the pillowcase. This will fill the pillowcase, and just hearing our director's had his for about a year and still exactly as you see it. I don't know how long we've had ours. Oh gosh, years. Yeah. And you know, out of all the products we sell on Shopping TV, I would say out of the people we personally know, one of the most bought and used things from presenters and crew is the GX pillow, the Mirelle Pillow.
Yeah, and what I'm showing you here is the difference between a standard value pillow. Look at that.
I mean, it looks very sad. That's a very sad face. Very sad pillow. Yeah. That's that pillow that's not going to make you wake up feeling fresh and happy. You're going to wake up feeling sad and cloudy. It's going to be a rainy day, isn't it, that day? Whereas this is a sunny day pillow. Yeah,
and that's the difference with Mirelle, because you've got that, it's sumptuously filled, but you've got that support system where it doesn't go droopy at the ends, it doesn't flop down, you don't need to fold it over. In fact, we could show everybody at home the difference.
And then you can see the difference between the medium soft and the medium firm.
Yes, yeah. So, first of all, Hayley, I'm going to get you to lay down on the end of the bed on this pillow that I was showing you, this regular pillow. Again, it's just like a supermarket pillow.
Oh, that is. There's nothing there at all.
You're more or less flat to the bed.
Which always makes me feel a bit sick. I hate being completely flat, but I could not sleep like that. I would be bending that over. I'd be putting my arm underneath. I'd be trying to get another pillow because that is not going to give me a good night's. That's horrible.
Now, I want to show you a real difference to the medium soft pillow from the range. So this is the Mirelle medium soft. Straight away, as Hayley lays back, watch the difference that you see here. Because not only is her head beautifully supported, also fits into the nape of her neck. So you've got that gorgeous comfort that you can see there. Remember, the price on the screen is for 2 pillows, not for 1. And you'll get 2 of the same, either medium soft or medium firm. The only difference being the medium firm has 20% more filling. Hayley's getting nice and comfy there. It doesn't matter whether you're a front sleeper, a side sleeper, a back sleeper. It's completely up to you because it cradles, it works with your body. And when you lift up from the pillow, Hayley, lift up.
Okay.
You'll see the pillow comes straight back to its original size.
Honestly, the difference is incredible.
And speaking of difference, we're just going to swap the medium soft pillow for a medium firm.
So this is my pillow. This is the pillow I sleep on. I prefer a firmer pillow. And that's so you can see it's just a little bit sort of higher, isn't it?
So 20% more filling, that's the only difference. The technology's exactly the same, the cover's the same, it's got that crisscross design in the middle of the pillow, but that's what it's all about.
I've never had one pillow that just instantly has given me comfort. I've always, all my life, until I had the GX and Mirelle Pillow, always had two pillows. Whereas this one pillow is just absolutely perfect.
And you can see it doesn't matter how Hayley lays on the bed, whether it's on her back, on her side, on her front, you can see, look at the end of the pillow, it doesn't go flat. And as soon as you lift up from the pillow once again, it reforms, it goes back to its original shape. So you'll never, how much time do you spend plumping your pillow?
Forever,
get out of bed,
you?
I've got to make the pillows look nice and plump. The great thing here, they just bounce back, and we can show you that again, this bowling ball, if you haven't felt the weight of this, feel the weight of this. It's one of the heaviest bowling balls.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
That'd break your fingers if it had holes in it.
It's proper heavy. It's proper
heavy. It has got fingers in it. Don't try and bowl it.
No.
That's so
but if
heavy.
I pop it there, can you see again when we talked about the contouring, about the pillow not going flat? Normally we say this is the weight of the average human head. I'd say this is a bit heavier.
It's probably my head because I've got quite a big head.
You have
no
got quite a big
fit
head.
my head. I've got a really big head, so it's probably the same as my head.
But what you see with this, and it's good that it's heavier actually, because when I take this off,
look at that.
Look at that bounce.
And that really proves the point. If you put that on the bad pillow.
Oh, should we? Should we do that?
Can you imagine?
Are you ready? Oh, and if I put that
by the edge,
there's
going to be no support for your neck, your head.
No, and you literally can feel the bed on a pillow like this.
Oh, you can.
You may as well not have a pillow.
Made me feel quite sick because I felt like I was completely flat. That didn't puff itself back up, did it?
No.
Not that it was ever puffed up, I don't think. Look at that.
And again, it doesn't matter where I put the ball.
Or whether you sleep on your front or your side or your back. Great as well for travelling, perhaps for the kids in the car when you're going on holiday and you want them to get snoozing in the back of the car, giving them that comfort because, again, it doesn't flatten down. How often do you put a pillow in the car to lean against the window, but then it's like you were leaning against the window anyhow, whereas that will be like you'll be on a pillow. Not when you're driving, our director.
No.
What is he like? No, when you're in the back
Definitely
as a passenger, the children in the back. And honestly, this pillow can make that difference to obviously that journey, but to every single night that you go to bed. Because when you're sleeping on the right thing, it can help you get that better night's sleep. And a good night's sleep is just so, so important.
Very busy part of the show. Thanks so much for watching. We've only got less than 20 minutes to go. At 3 o'clock, that's when the show finishes. Around about 3:30, the price goes up. But that's providing we've got the stock. If you're watching on +1, just check the stock levels on the website, of course, because obviously you're going to be an hour behind. John, thanks so much for your company, though. I do think if you buy something for yourself, I spent money on a nice pair of jeans or a meal out or something. For $34.99, to give yourself something that's so important, and sleep is so important. We all know that. We all know why. We all need our good night's sleep, whether it's 7 hours, 8 hours. People say around that time, don't they? Are you uncomfortable in the middle of the night? Are you waking up maybe with a bit of a sore neck, or maybe you wake up don't feel refreshed? I just feel groggy. I just don't feel it. And if I haven't slept well, I can notice my mood changing. I'm still nice. I don't get hangry or anything like that. But I do feel like I'm just wading through the day. My concentration is nowhere near as good, and I find it hard to focus. Nothing is as enjoyable, quite frankly. But you know what? If you are someone who's tempted by this to see how it feels for you, then it's worth every single penny. If this gives you that good night's sleep, it is worth it, whether it's for you, your parents, whether it's for your son, your daughter, it's for your neighbours, maybe you're close to them, maybe they worry about waking up in the middle of the night. Now, do you know what? Obviously, I can't promise anything. We're not making any claims here. But if you do wake up with a bit of a funny neck, if you do wake up or you can't get into that deep sleep, it might be because of your pillows. So this could really, really help you. It could do. So 3 payments of £13.31. So all it is today is £13.31. In a month's time, second payment. Month after that, your third and final payment. Right, if you want to get yours, here's how you buy. shopontv.co.uk, click live on air, scroll down, and then there it is, the Mirelle Pillows. That's the special offer for this live show. Add it to your basket. But by the way, which one would you like, medium firm or medium soft? In the medium firm, there's an extra 20% more filling. If you're used to sleeping with 2 pillows, you might want to go for that. If you sleep with just 1, you might want to go for the medium soft. But whilst on offer, you might get a twin pack of medium soft and a twin pack of medium firm. Who knows? Pair for you, pair for your other half, or maybe one for your guest bedroom, maybe got a single bed in there. Honestly, your guests, they're bound to absolutely love this, because regardless of your sleeping position, this is going to give you that support that you need for comfort throughout the night. It's bound to. So there we go. That's that. We've got 2 in there. Nice, I like it. So you've got 4 pillows in total. Why not? It's good. Whilst it's on offer, guys, go for it. They could be the only pillows that you'll need to buy. And just think, this time next week, because you may have had a few nights this time next week on these pillows, and email us in, let us know how you've got on. Because what if it's the best night's sleep you've ever got from this, and all it was your pillows? Whether it's a good night's sleep to have more energy for playing with your kids, whether it's for being a bit more focused at work, or just having a day off on the sofa, even having a movie day, you know, a sofa day. No one wants to be tired for even just that. Or do you know when it's that, or maybe got a holiday booked. You know what? They're not always that cheap, are they? Help do what you can, but organise yourself to do what you can to give you that good quality night's sleep. So 385 857. Let's do whatever we can, tick as many boxes to get that comfort. It's worth it. Dial the number 03333 241 241. The quickest way is, of course, the website. We've had queues on the phones because we've been that busy for this. I don't know when this is coming back. I don't know when or what price it will be if and when it does come back. But what I do know is that price is going to go up shortly. So if you're quick, if you can add it into your basket, get it checked out. We can see that bowling ball that Shirley just did. This is fantastic. And you can see there, look, it doesn't flatten. Let me put it on the bed there. That was nearly a blooper. I've had enough of those, haven't I? You can see, put it on the pillow, and that stays put. Look, the pillow is not flattening. It stays plump. So wherever your head isn't, it retains the shape. So you've got support, whether you're lying in the middle of the pillow, or maybe you turn onto your side during the night. That plumps itself back up. It's a self-plumping pillow. So you haven't got to do that in the middle of the night. It does it for you because of those straps, because of those ties that gently pull it back together. And then if you go over to the other side there, look at that. That's not flattened. That is plumped back up. It's $34.99 for a twin pack. It's 100% cotton, all around the outside there, from the front and the back. Made in the UK, by the way, too. Nice to support that. You know. It's so soft, it's lovely. Choose your pillowcase, whichever one you like. You know, maybe it's going to be, get a nice 100% cotton one, perhaps. You know, but that's up to you, of course. But when you're not using it, look how well it stays plump. It feels so good. It feels like a fresh, brand new pillow each and every night. That's how I would describe this. Hello. But do you know what? What you can do, what you're also going to enjoy, is when you make your bed in the morning, there's no wool in there, there's no all this. You just put it up, and it stays plump. It's going to stay in that position. And it looks like you've walked into that lovely room in that hotel, that 5-star hotel. You know, when the housekeeping's just been in, or you walk into the room for the first time. It's that pillow that just looks so lovely. It's the pillows, they just look squishy, like this one. They just look so inviting. You just want to crawl into bed and experience that lovely, lovely cocooning, cushioned pillow. pillow there. And it's something that I think everyone should experience. I truly do believe this. When it comes to Mirelle Pillows, I don't think you can go wrong. We get through so many of these. It's been another busy night. Thank you very much. We joined ITV a bit later than often, about 1:20, and we've still had a very, very busy show. Wow. Well, I knew you'd be busy, but I'm starting to wonder how long the stock's going to last. If you have just joined us, if you have got... Right, we just reached the busiest part of the show. Busiest part of the show. Wow. Less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. The price is going to go back up. We're going to give you a few minutes after the show to check out because I don't want you to miss out on this. But if you've got one of these old pillows that's just drooping, that is not going to give you the support that you need. Granted, this is a really terrible pillow. I get that. I understand. I get that. We're making the point. But I've got a pillow that's not actually much better than that. My girlfriend generally, hand on heart, says, I don't know how you can sleep on that thing, and I don't know why I do. I've used this evening, and I'm going to get some. I want to get these. I'm looking forward to just feeling comfortable, whether I sleep on my back, whether I'm moving on my side. I'm looking forward to not waking up in the night. I'm plumping it each and every time, disturbing my girlfriend. I can just sleep soundly and just experience that support, that comfort that these pillows are designed to do. If you've got an old pillow like this, look, that's just flat. If you're moving around the middle of the night, that's not going to plump itself up. You're going to wake up frustrated. You're going to try and fold it back. You're going to find that comfortable spot, which sometimes it's hard to do. But when it comes to this, look at that. This bowling ball is so heavy. That is what it's all about. Look at the support that you've got all the way around the outside. It makes such a difference. All this bit, even if I press that down, it just springs back into place. Even that side, it just pulls itself back together. So your head is supported. And if you want to move to the side, it's still going to restore itself. It's still going to plump back to its original shape. So even if you're on the edge of the pillow, you turn over to your side in the middle of the night, you're not going to just fall back. You're not going to be wrestling with your pillow. It's not going to feel unnatural. This is going to feel like you're supported, and it's bound to be throughout the night. OK, you've got two different options, OK? Both options are discounted. It's not $39.99, it's now $34.99. It all mounts up, especially if you're getting a couple for your main bedroom, a couple for your spare room. Maybe it's going to be one for... Maybe you've got a futon, maybe you've got sofa beds, other brands available. You're going to keep one for when guests come round. You know what? Rather buy pillows for this. We end up chucking them away. Millions end up in landfill, actually. Let's get a pillow that is so cleverly designed. Don't forget, it's not just because it's filled with filling. It's a lovely loft, but it's also got these ties. This is what it's all about. This is why we call it a suspension pillow. It's these ties. They're not on the outside. That's just for TV purposes. The ties I just showed you, as you can see here, they're actually in the middle of the pillow. So you don't see them. You don't even feel them. You don't even know they're there. But you'll remember they're there because when you lift your head up, when you move in the night, it's a self-plumping pillow. How about that? The sooner you can buy it, the sooner you can start enjoying it. It's worth every single... I know I keep saying that, but it is worth every single penny. Do you know, when it comes to $34.99, if it's a pair of jeans or a meal out and look at a menu, don't want to eat there, can't justify that money. But sleep is just so important. I actually just said it spent more on coffee this month. I don't doubt it, actually. Not because he's jittery, because he works very hard, as the team does here. But do you know what? If you are going to be buying something, buy something that could help you sleep soundly like a baby each and every night, because I think this is really, really going to. It makes total sense. If you wake up in the night and you just don't feel like you're supported, get a suspension pillow. Now, as I was saying, you've got two different options. Would you like medium soft or medium firm? So would you like a twin pack of medium soft or a twin pack of medium firm? In the medium firm, it's an extra 20% more filling. So if you're used to having a bit more of a lofty pillow, maybe you have two pillows, perhaps you like that, then absolutely go for it. You might get a pair of each, because maybe when you're sitting up in bed, watching TV, reading what I do, reading a book or just texting or whatever. They say they don't recommend using your phones, do they? But no, that's not for me to tell you. you might want to get a twin pack just for yourself and one for your other half. You know, who knows? But if you're not too sure which is for you, get the twin packs. You're bound to find someone who loves whichever one you don't choose. So 3 payments of £13.31. I can't stress this enough. Whilst you're saving money, whilst we've got them in stock, add it to your basket and get those baskets checked out. Now, I know Hayley, when she was on the Ordinary Pillow, she said, I don't want to put words in her mouth, but it's along the lines of, don't feel aligned. And look, she doesn't look comfortable there. And I had a go on these earlier. It's night and day. It's night and day. If you haven't, and then, on the Mirelle Luxury Pillow on the other side, this is the Mirelle Luxury Suspension Pillow. If you haven't experienced how a suspension pillow can cradle your head and give you that support, regardless of whether you're a back sleeper, front sleeper, side sleeper, or whether you chop and change throughout the night. I like to mix it up. Then this is for you. It contours to the shape of your head, how you're sleeping, and also, just as importantly, I think, the nape of your neck. So 385-857 is your item number. You know, maybe you sleep on your own, maybe you sleep with the other half, maybe it's a single bed, a double bed, king-size bed, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter what mattress you got. This is all about your pillow. We had an email come in from... Stephen. Stephen's been in touch. Stephen, I hope you're good, my friend. Stephen wants a firm pillow for a good night's sleep. Well, there you go, Stephen. Honestly, you're not going to be along there. Just choose. Would you like medium soft or medium firm? So, 3 payments, £13.31. £13.31. Your first payment of 3. So 1 today, second and final payment in a month's time. Your third and final payment a month after that. Now, I'm sure people actually take this away with them. You might do. Maybe you go to that hotel. You know, it's weird, isn't it? Like, it's either right or it's, oh, I'm not going to get on well with this. You never know what pillows you're going to get, do you? You just never know. You never know. And do you know what, maybe take these, you might take them camping with you, you might take them on caravan holidays with you. Or maybe it is going to be in your suitcase. Because I reckon, you know, why not? If you've got these vacuum bags, I like the ones that you don't actually use a vacuum, you know, the ones you just press down, they're brilliant. And I put them in the suitcase, and I haven't tried it, but when you take them out, it's bound to just plump and refill itself and return to its original shape. Again, because inside here, you've got these ties. That's what makes it a suspension pillow. And once again, it's 100% cotton all around your pillow. All around. Made in the UK as well. This one, the medium firms. Do you know what? Have I got another one over here? I think it's the medium soft. This is the medium soft. Do you know what? You can tell a difference, actually. Medium firm. Can you see it? Yeah. So it's about an extra 20% filling in this one. Just do the bowling ball, even on the medium firm, guys, OK? Look at that. Oh, I'll go for the medium firm. Do you know what? Everyone just goes, oh. You know, after a heavy day, when you walk into your room, no plumping. Look at that. Look at that. It's returned to its original shape. It's a self-plumping pillow. When you walk into your room, that's what you're going to be seeing. It's going to look fantastic, and this could be something. This could be something that makes you look forward to going to bed. Oh, I'm going to put my head on that pillow tonight. I'm going to be out very, very soon. You know, sometimes when your head just hits the pillow, oh, that's going to be an absolute joy. This is luxury, but it's also very, very practical too because of that suspension aspect. This could be your head. This is a heavy bowling ball. I think it's about £12. This is around that, I think. But your head could be up to 11. An adult human head, around about £11, between £5 and £11. Is it really? You don't realise, do you? You really don't realise. So actually, this is not really a daft demonstration, this. It's just to illustrate your head. So if you can hold this bowling ball in place, it just feels held. It feels cradled. That's how I describe this. But if you look around the pillow here, it's not flattened down. This is so beautifully soft. Even if you move to the side, this pillow here, it pulls itself back together. It restores to that natural shape. It's a self-plumping pillow. Don't know how else to say it. There's no other way to say it. It does what you want it to do. So if you've been wrestling with that pillow, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get a pillow that you're bound to absolutely love. We spend about a third of our lives asleep. If this brings you comfort, you're not going to regret it. you're going to use this time and time again. Thanks so much for your company. We're at the end of the show. My name has been Charlie. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.